Come on, man. That's waifu. You can't shoot waifu, bitch. What shapes one's true self? Their own memories and other perceptions of them. I'm just tired of switching back and forth, to be honest. I'm just really tired of switching it. It's just so annoying to do it every single time. As the mist dissipates, you crouch beside the scattered metal fragment, checking them. Hey, Yoda. Them each several times before finally putting away your gun. Sorry, bit of a stress response there. Yeah, because this is what I mess around with every single time. You guys don't see it, but this is what I mess with. You see this? So I have to put this on, and then I have to wait for it to turn on, right? And then I have to turn my microphone off, which is this. I turn that off, and then I have to let the thing play, you know? That's the reason why. I'm just kind of like tired of doing it every single time, so. Worst part about it is when you have to do it for multiple characters. Let me see. Yeah, it is a lot of shuffling, to be honest.
It's alright. Anyone thrown in this kind of situation would instinctively be on guard.
Looks like we have a common enemy. What exactly is that thing?
Luea, Inora Luea. That armor we just saw was her duplicate.
Hey Sakura, how you been? So what does she rely on to operate?
This device. It is its core.
Interesting, okay. Iris explains gently, swifting through the scattered debris to pick up the prism-shaped device. You take it and notice the device surface has lost its luster. You can't tell its function from its appearance. You take out your terminal while surveying the surroundings, everything functioning except there's no signal. So it can block signals as well as teleport long distance? How much longer can this one last?
It's already dead. Or rather, this device alone is not enough.
Then why?
Because you're no longer in your original location. I mean, if you crossed this in just spatial distance.
As her words trail off and an aircraft flies overhead, with the roaring sound confirming her statement. What?
The core device is key to powering the duplicate, and it is also the key to traveling through time. By pairing two devices together and anchoring the coordinates, it's possible to open a temporal passage.
I think that's fine, right? I can give her an accent like that, to be honest. I think it kind of pretty much works. Iris pauses briefly, giving you a moment to digest this information. Temporal passage?
Yes, the duplicate used this to travel to different point in time, just to assassinate key figures or destroy important objects in changing history. In your time period, there must be something she targeted as well.
Your fingers traces over the strange device as what happened with Isla and the Science Council flashes through your mind. Everything fits as what she's just said. Time travel. It's an incredibly far-fetched concept. The truth would require verifying more details, but the info gathered so far is logically consistent. This unidentified construct is clearly a powerful fighter, yet is showing goodwill, so you decide to cooperate with her for now. Thank you for sharing this intelligence. I apologize again for my earlier recklessness. You remove your gloves and extend your right hand rapidly, piecing together information in your mind to make up a new identity. FOS, a mercenary from the Eden Security Group. Pleased to meet you, Miss Iris. For some reason, a faint smile forms on Iris's lips. She noticeably hesitates before making contact, but ultimately shakes your hand.
Hello, FOS.
Is she trying to avoid physical contact? No, her grip is surprisingly strong. As she speaks, you keep gathering info about the construct, building a profile. Just as you're about to release her hand, an intricate pattern on her shoulder catches your eye. The design is strangely familiar. You're lost in thought for a moment until you see Iris's gentle smile again. You realize you've been holding her hand for too long and quickly let go. Sorry, I was a bit distracted. Inora Leuya must be stopped. Is there anything I can do to help?
Relax. Relax. This war is almost over. I'm executing the final and most critical mission, escorting the target to the designated location. If all goes according to plan, Inora Leuya will be waiting for me there. Once I defeat her, everything will be fine. As for returning, you don't need to worry about that.
Iris hesitates and quickly begins to explain as if she's just made up her mind about something.
Once I complete my final mission, I will destroy her main body and get the new device. By then, I'll be able to send you back to where you came from by using duplicate to traverse through time.
Critical mission. You quickly compile all the info and realize you don't even know what real identity of this Iris standing before you. Someone who knows so much about Leuya probably isn't an ordinary soldier. Pardon me, but I haven't asked about your identity, Miss Iris. Iris falls silent for a moment, her gaze complicated. If it's classified information...
No, I'm just thinking about how to explain it. I belong to the Union Government of another time unit, number 654, Operation Code name Iris.
She stumbles through the first part, but goes back to normal at the end, perhaps having weighted her options and decided it's worth revealing some information.
We were the first to discover Inora Leuya's existence, and we've been fighting for a long time, and stop her from disrupting history. To be frank, if we had been a bit faster, this were likely to have been resolved already, and you wouldn't have been dragged into it.
A hint of apology is mixed in Iris's words. That's not your responsibility. Betting she knew us from a different time? I know the lore, that's why. I know the lore. Iris shakes her head and changes the topic.
If you prefer, you could stay in the fast city and do whatever you want. I'll come back for you after I complete my mission.
I'm coming with you. I'm already involved, so I should do something. I may not match up to a construct, but I can still help. You meet Iris' slightly puzzled gaze and see her nod gently.
Alright. So from now on, we're partners, FOS. I look forward to working with you.
Am I right? I'm so good? I'm not gonna say anything, so. Fast City. Close. You're like in the ballpark, basically. You sit in the living room of the damaged villa with Dandelion and Jonathan introducing yourselves. Iris emerges from the kitchen and carrying a saucer and a teapot.
We don't have much here, but here's something to drink.
Dandelion accepts it with surprise.
I had no idea you had these here. I was too busy looking for Leuya, so I didn't have time to.
Her gaze drifts casually towards the sofa where you were quietly talking with Jonathan. Are they old acquaintance? I don't mind this one because it's just like one person who uses it, so.
I suppose so. Longer than they've known me. At least I just met them today.
Your quiet conversation is interrupted with Iris' turns towards you, offering a cup of tea. Thank you.
Careful, it's hot. What are you two talking about?
We're discussing what we should do next. Should I consider myself lucky? You were telling me that there wouldn't be reinforcements right before the attack.
because I didn't expect FOS to show up.
Jonathan turns to look at you and asks with confusion.
Iris said you volunteered to help. May I ask why? It wouldn't have affected you. He furrows his brow gently, genuinely confused. The situation you probably already know, so why take the risk?
You've already figured out who Jonathan is through the simple chat just now. He is a lawyer who's about to participate in a signing in the New Earth calendar. Perhaps because he tried to avoid getting involved, he cannot see why someone would volunteer to join in. Because Luea is changing history. Luea is changing history, and no one knows if we can survive once that happens. Also, I'm a soul. I was a soldier. Before becoming a mercenary. I'm familiar with combat, just as familiar with legal codes. Combat isn't something you should worry about. Iris and I handle everything. Jonathan stays silent for a moment, then slowly raises his glass and downs in on one gulp. After getting acquainted with each other, given the intense situation, there's no time for idle chats. Let's go through our next steps. Iris? Iris nods and takes a letter from her pocket and put it on the table.
According to our original trajectory, Jonathan will fly to the capital of Bane in a week. Our main concern is his safety once he lands. But things have changed because now I know that Inora Leura has discovered our plans. That's why she launched an attack earlier.
I thought that was just daily life for someone who became her target.
That's an exaggeration. According to our initial assessment, you should be safe until you reach the capital of Bane.
So now we need to figure out how to stay alive until next week.
No, the question is how to reach Bane at all. Jonathan exchanges a glass with Iris to make sure they're on the same page. Iris takes out a map and marks the airport and flight paths between the capital of Bane and Faust. Flying. Oh, my bad. It's her. Here, let me take a drink real quick.
Flying is no longer viable. This is the first change in our plan. Planes are sitting ducks. Inora Leura can easily take down the entire aircraft with a suicidal attack.
Take care, Hazu. Be safe, hon. Thank you for coming by as always. Very much appreciated, Sohan. But wouldn't that change? The itinerary seems suspicious. The United Government wouldn't they think that Jonathan is trying to escape?
Of course, my name was probably already on the watch list when I finished the call with the professor. But we can't use other transportations either. I can't just wait around for her to blow up this plane, so what's next?
First, contact the United Government to request personal protection in light of recent attacks.
Take care.
But could regular bodyguards save me from attacks like that? We might end up sacrificing more lives.
We just need to convince the United Government that you're ready to play their game. But that's not enough. We need a more decisive plan. Iris traces Spain's borders on the map with her pen, thinks for a moment, then looks at Jonathan. You said that you own a law firm and have substantial financial assets. That's right. Oh, sorry.
That's right.
Purchase a large amount of bands, company stocks, and bonds with cash. As a negotiator, you should know which companies will benefit from the dividend period after the treaty signing, and what kind of assets will go up in value.
Bind my assets to bonds? That's definitely not what I expected.
As long as it works. With profit as motivation, they'll believe that Jonathan has placed his bet on Bane signing the new Earth Codex.
What about the personal protection you mentioned earlier?
That part remains.
Let me see, hold on.
Huh. That part remains the same. That part remains the same.
Oh, fucking A. Oh well, whatever. Iris gives a firm answer. Jonathan meets her gaze and sees that she's following his lines of thought.
If the airport is also attacked, the United government will believe is a plan assault considering what happened to the Diocese Theater and the Villa Chile.
The airport will also be attacked. Are you two planning to lure Enora to the airport? Daniela interrupts Iris. Her expression is somewhat worried.
That would involve innocent civilians. Don't worry, we won't do that. We can just use the simplest of most controllable method.
By conducting the attack on the airport ourselves, there'll be no casualties or damage. We just need to show hostility and create commotion.
Like what Jonathan thought earlier.
Let's see, hold on. Let's see if I can. I'm trying to see if I can do it.
Like what Jonathan thought earlier, the United government won't suspect us.
For instance, the truth could be that I could work with the United government, otherwise revise the article of the Earth Codex. I'm not gonna do a fucking flashback, to be honest. A group of dissatisfied civilians then targeted me. Most of them victims of peace operation. They oppose the United government and don't want to see the new Earth Codex implemented, so they planned the attack.
After that, you can question the United government ability with your financial investment. They'll only see it only overly anxious civilians looking for peace of mind.
If you ask for a change of route and bodyguards, then they will agree to it. Wait, a second. I don't quite get it. Denali wears a confused expression, clearly struggling with some details she can't figure out. If our goal is to escort Jonathan, then why ask for bodyguards in the first place? After multiple assaults, if he doesn't have bodyguards...
The United government would definitely send troops to escort Jonathan.
You say in perfect unison with Iris again. Iris turns her around and gives you a gentle smile. Oh, I see. Now, this sounds doable.
You two are in sync that I'm starting to wonder if you've met each other before.
You and your protector quickly become familiar. You should be happy about this. You pull out a disc-shaped listening device from your wrist pouch as you stand up. You pat Jonathan's shoulder playfully and slip the device into the collar behind his neck. Alright, let's move. Hey, Dart! After discussing the operation, you split into pairs. Jonathan and Dandelion handled the finance, while Iris and you prepare the tools and scout the location. You sit next to Iris on the train heading downtown from the suburbs. Iris closes her eyes as soon as she sits down. Looks like she's not in the mood to chat. Taking the hint, you reach the Golden Age newspaper in the train. Just as you pull it out, you hear Iris's voice.
FOS, what's your take on this operation?
You turn your head to see Iris's eyes still closed, her lips curved into a faint smile. She must be in a good mood.
Anything is fine. I just...
Let me see, hold on. I gotta make sure her voice is up high up again. Kicker Kaki, be safe, hon. Thank you for coming by as always. Very much appreciated, Sohan.
Anything is fine. I just want to chat. Like you said, if we get familiar with each other quickly, the operation will go a lot smoother.
I'm surprised we're on the same wavelength.
You mean choosing the airport as our target? That's the easiest and most effective approach.
But that doesn't sound like an option you choose.
Why?
Iris opens her eyes amused. She doesn't seem offended by your comment, so you start speaking your mind. I was concerned you'd pick more of a complex approach, like use the intricate connections within the United Government.
So you were surprised because I was very direct?
You come across more as an artist than a warrior.
Thank you for the compliment. I do enjoy writing scripts in my spare time. If my past self were writing this, I probably would have made a resolution process more complex, like you said. Until someone taught me the valuable lesson through their actions.
Something enigmatic flashes in your eyes. Whoever Iris is referring to is clearly important to her.
Before immersing in imagination and beauty, one should focus more on reality.
Art transcends life, yet is born from it.
Yes, reality is rarely as complex as we imagine. While art requires refinement, it's often too extreme. I've learned so much from these missions, and the world I once knew only on paper has revealed its true face to me. I never realized how many details need to consider of how many unexpected events occur, or the goal can be reached through complex or simple means, as long as you're willing to put enough chips on the table. When I understood all of this, I realized the flaws in my past creative work and came to truly appreciate conductors' struggles.
Iris averts her gaze, lowering her eyelids. It's strange how candid Iris is being. She's sharing such personal thoughts with basically a stranger who happened to meet on the battlefield. This conductor means a lot to you.
Yes, someone very important to me.
Her gaze lingers on you briefly before darting away. She's so cute. Oh, remember her, you stupid bitch!
Ding-a-ding.
The train arrival's announcement interrupts your conversation. Iris stands up first.
Come to think of it, you've never been to Foss City before, have you?
In my time, the surface was nothing but ruins. Since becoming a mercenary, battlefields have been my only tourist destination.
Then why not take this opportunity to properly enjoy the scenery here?
As we step off the train, Iris stands in the middle of the path and looks back. Fuck, man! Look at her! Ugh! She's so beautiful. Fuck, man. She's fuck, man. That's how I want to see my significant other to look back at me. The slim figure blends into the light and shadows in the bustling city and the noises of peace that roar past the ears. Yeah, this is PGR. It finally hits you just what kind of place you've arrived in. Time, place. This entirely new environment brings freshness you can't put into words. This is the past, a peaceful era, and this is it. No.
This is it. The stage where you and I will write our story. I hope you'll enjoy working with me as much as I do, Foss. Welcome to Foss City.
Oh my fucking god, she's so bae. Fuck, man! I wish she was real. I would fucking date her so hard. Montali International Airport. In the parking lot on the command vehicle that is distinguished as a common large car, you are reviewing all the materials you have while you and Iris are doing each other's makeup. We're doing each other's makeup? Hey, yo! There's something awkward about making eye contact during makeup. To avoid that, you try to keep up a conversation. How does Jonathan Studios get their hands on a command vehicle like this? Fuck me, man. This guy is also here too as well? Jesus fucking Christ, man.
I was expecting the fucking other I was expecting Iris, to be honest. I wasn't the one who got this, it was Iris.
Damn, Iris pulling on all the fucking steps and everything. Shush! Jonathan, who's been repeatedly checking his investments on the laptop, speaking without looking up.
She got the decoder from the airport network too.
Surprised you looked at Iris, who responds with a casual smile. Meanwhile, Dandelion has finished drawing on the whiteboard. She has marked a dozen key spots for the structural diagram of the airport.
The Montali International Airport was built 15 years ago and was undergone 6 major expansions. I'm sure you're all already familiar with the overall structural layout. I need to stress that the airport network systems is divided into 2 layers, internal and external. If we want to paralyze the airport of implanting a virus causing chaos, we should target the internal network. Of course, ideally, a decoder would disable both systems through signal external interference.
Sheesh. I thought you said you were just an ordinary civilian.
I've written a novel using the Montali Airport using the setting. Dandelion finishes with an elegant signature on the whiteboard, then turns to face Jonathan.
Novelists are ordinary people, of course.
Please continue.
The operation is divided into several phases according to Iris' and False's plan. First, Iris and False will need to use the employee passage to access the secure area beyond the checkpoint because they don't have identification documents. Right here is the employee passage and leads directly to the airport waiting area. This path is usually...
She nods to Iris and connects a decryption device to the door, locks it to the front. As the door unlocks, someone in the clear corridor turns around.
There are no guards.
Ignoring Dandelion's silence, you calmly pull out a pre-made employee badge, quickly flash it, point towards Iris, and greet the guard. VIP. The guard nods silently and steps aside to clear the way. You walk forward slowly with Iris until you go around a corner. You seem a bit nervous.
Because we only had enough time to get one badge. There are too many types of uniform. There are many types of uniform at very different sections. Trying to replicate them might get us exposed. I'm having trouble keeping up with you. It was such a bold idea. I can't believe it actually worked.
Iris places a hand over her chest. Her words filled with excitement due to thrill. Yellow red work vest, clipboard, and signboard. These can get you access to almost anywhere in the world. As you speak, you slide the clipboard into the signboard and fold them together, turning them into a briefcase. Then you flip your clothing inside out, revealing a suit. I thought infiltration was a required course of United Government employees.
I did get infiltration training, but it was different.
You glance at Iris's hand, weapons come into mind, and you realize she's joking. That explanation makes sense. Being invincible definitely counts as infiltration. Dandelion, where to now?
The service desk, when you turn left in 50 meters, that's the most accessible network port. Just connected to the port on the desktop.
Iris. Iris nods and walks ahead towards the desk.
Sorry to bother you. I was wondering.
how may I help you? Excuse me, can you tell me where I need to go for this flight? Oh, of course. Let me finish helping this lady first, then I'll assist you. The flight attendant panics as two people ask for help at the same time. Noticing her divided attention, you connected to the decoder at the external port under the counter. 2 minutes later.
I see. Thank you very much for your help.
My pleasure. Please feel free if you have any more questions, and for you. I already found in a check-in counter for my flight. Thanks. You wave a Q&A pamphlet at the staff while quietly disconnecting the decoder. Huh? Oh, all right. Have a pleasant journey, and please feel free to ask if you need anything else. With a grateful smile, you turn and leave with Iris. You take out the hacking device and start working. Iris leans over.
And how's that coming along?
We need to plan our next move. See, I told you it wouldn't be that easy. We successfully infiltrated the system, but there's no intranet access in the interface. We didn't fail. It's
Physical isolation. Look like Montelli Airport has been attacked before.
Dandelion? If it's physically isolated, we need to get to the staff area and to find the access point to the internet network. I should warn you, security in that staff area isn't very strict, but there are multiple checkpoints. I looked into when writing my article.
The means our plan to use the employee passage won't work anymore. It's not as simple as getting by one guard. The risk is too high.
Iris nods and gives you an expectant look. You don't seem worried at all.
Because I believe in you. I'm sure Alpheus can solve this problem.
There's no time to dwell on what she means. You spot an employee approaching and gently taps your earpiece. Is the checked baggage storage area connected to the staff area? I mean, the one after security screening. Let me see. Yes, they're connected. Are you... Excuse me, Sabatabari, do you? With the responding to Dandelion, you stop the employee passing by. My friend isn't feeling well, but her medication ran out. The rest is in our checked luggage. You take out a pill bottle from your briefcase and literally show it to the staff. We've already gone through security, and she needs prescription medication.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to. But could you please help us?
Iris chimes in at just the right moment. Okay, please follow me. I don't know, I'm just gonna give him a goofy voice, to be honest. Iris feigns discomfort while I acted agitated. Your expensive attire adds to the story. With the staff leading the way, you bypass several guards who would otherwise stopped you. After going around several corners, you arrive at the entrance of the restricted area. Just ahead is the checked baggage storage. I'm afraid all passengers must stop here. Could you please show me your ticket? I will go in and look for your... You release the ether-soaked cloak as Iris catches the unconscious employee and props him up and search for his badge. Name, Shuji, job title. While you memorize the person's information, Iris quickly surveys the inside.
Everyone inside is wearing work or guard uniform. I don't think I can go in with you.
I go alone. Can you take care of him?
Of course, but FOS.
You look up. You look up from the ID to find her holding tightly onto your hand.
Stay safe.
I'll be careful. Her serious expression seems odd. It isn't really a problem, even if we're exposed before, stirring up commotion. You strip off your employee jacket, put it on, and changing your briefcase back into its true form, a clipboard and a sign, and walk straight in. The rest of the mission goes without a hitch. With the right uniform and confidence, access to the terminal connects to the airport internal network is easy. With so many devices requiring network connectivity, airport security really demands more on data firewalls rather than physical barriers. You connect the decryption device and successfully implant the virus. Now, paralyzing their entire system is just one button away. You leave the employee area after changing into the suit to blend in with the crowd. Just as you are about to exit, the announcement blares over the PA.
Attention, valued passengers. The airport is conducting an emergency security check. Please remain calm and stay where you are until further instructions. Attention, valued passengers.
Dandelion? The encrypted channel is jammed. You immediately remove your earpiece and chuck it into a garbage can. Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. The airport's reaction speed is shocking, but you're not a professional hacker like Teddy. You recall seeing guards in areas that should have been empty. Perhaps it has to do with the theater attack, which likely increased the security levels across all important parts of the city. Any delay could mean trouble. You tap the button on your decryption device, and in an instant, the humming countless machines throughout the airport fall silent. Outside the massive airport windows and the exterior lights, and several aircraft and their connecting jetways switch to red in the blink of an eye. The hall erupts into chaos, human voices mixing with blaring announcements as panic spreads like wildfire. Mission accomplished, time to get out of here. You lower your head and follow the crowd towards the security checkpoint. If I can just get past here. You look up and lock eyes with the guard in the distance. Unfortunately, it's the person you met in the employee area. The guard face scrunches in suspicion, shock flashes across his eye as he reaches for his radio. Well, here's trouble. The maintenance worker in the suit had an airport in chaos. Anyone would find that suspicious. Bang. As you make up your mind, a loud noise erupts behind you. A man whose face you can't see knocks over everything and runs further into the building, instantly drawing everyone's attention. Almost all security personnel starts rushing after the man. The guard is distracted for a moment and his hands moves away from the radio, but he turns around again to move towards you. Unexpected events are happening faster than you could think. As your body remains tense, a familiar voice reaches you.
Darling, I found you.
Iris, now without her disguise, appears beside you. Out of nowhere, she is carrying a tall instrumental case and speaks in a higher pitch than usual. I fucking guessed the voice too as well. That's funny.
My performance is about to begin. If we waste any more time, I'll be late. I was hoping we could have dinner together.
Oh, of course. You glance at the security guard from the corner of your eyes. Seeing your interaction, he pauses before walking away. Thank you. Iris links her arms with yours with a smile, and you walk side by side through the security checkpoint. Oh, dude, man. Oh, that's a dream right there. Oh my god. You can't go back to the vehicle where Dandelion is. They've already left. It would be easily spotted by the airport police. Iris and I get into another car belonging to Jonathan's studio and leave from the airport. You keep your hands on the steering wheel and glance at the smiling Iris. You're in a good mood?
Aren't you? You finished the mission.
Who caused the commotion back there?
The person Jonathan hired to create a scene. He didn't cause much damage, so the lawyer will get him out quickly.
He was a huge help. Also, your performance earlier was also... Iris suddenly falls silent. She presses her lips together and turns her head away. She becomes unusually serious.
I've never acted like that with anyone else. You're the first. You will be the only one.
Iris suddenly changed in tone, catches you off guard. If my
If my past self were writing this, I probably would make this resolution process more complex like you said, until someone taught me the valuable lesson through their actions.
Something enigmatic flashes in her eyes. Whoever Iris is referring to is clearly important to her. Before immersing the imagination, the beauty one should focus more on reality. I almost forgot. There's someone extremely important in Iris's life. Your comments were a bit insensitive. I'm sorry. It's just... Words hover at the tip of your tongue, but you can't get them out. You don't know how to explain yourself. Iris, who has always been understanding since you first met, falls silent. Silence fills the car. Before you can collect your scattered thoughts, the car passes the intersection. Iris suddenly speaks.
Go left.
You turn the steering wheel, comparing her instructions with the route in your memory. Are we going back?
We have something else to do.
Iris speaks in her usual gentle tone. You feel relieved to turn to look at her at a red light, only to see she has been staring at you this whole time. What's wrong?
You promised me something at the airport, didn't you? Let's have dinner together.
Oh my god, man, she's smooth as hell! Iris looks away, a flush red creeping up her neck. One final word floats quietly on her lips, heard only by herself.
Darling.
Oh, God. Ugh! Ugh! So fucking beautiful, man. Shit, man. Babylon Logistics Warehouse. Oh, we're back here now. Commandant! Water sprays in the fire sprinkler system, slowly dissipating an irritating gas.
There are absolutely no relevant records of the conservation area of Babylonia as the sky appeared out of the blue.
Over the comms, the sound of the keystrokes slows down.
Commandant?
In the temporary channel they had established, the portrait representing Grey Raven Commandant has turned gray at some point.
The communication system is working. There's no interference. Why are they offline? Commandant Isla.
Teddy, check all surveillance footage inside and outside the warehouse. From the son of Isla must be running in a hurry.
Let me see. So it's like, hey, what's going on?
I forgot her voice already. It's been a while. Fingers flying across the controls and footage from the 47 camera shows up as smoke gradually clears in the screen. Only Isla is still in the warehouse. Both the intruder and the commandant have vanished.
Commandant?
The Grey Raven Commandant has vanished right under the Babylonia's nose, along with the mysterious intruder. The military immediately forms a search group, and there's no sign of either of them anywhere or around the warehouse. The engineer force checks all warehouse surveillance footage, but only finds recordings from before the smoke spread. Footage that identical that only is stored in Isla's records. Oh shit.
Explain.
The ripple forms in a still coffee cup as Ishmael furrows her brow, flipping through the report Teddy gave her.
The frame Ishmael asked to destroy looks like the construct that Isla artwork is triggered mental distress in Luna. Now Luna went missing with the mysterious invader in the warehouse conservation area 221, the warehouse that holds this frame. I need logical explanation. I have no recollection of this matter. I'm not trying to avoid responsibility. I'm simply stating fact. You must have heard about the recent incident involving Babylonia and the commandant. If I were behind all this, do you think you could be here with all the resources of the control court at your disposal? Don't rush it. I'll look into it, but unraveling the full story takes time.
Teddy furrows her brows after examining the control court construct before her and realizing she isn't lying. The good news is that Babylonia doesn't have a mole. The bad news is that Ishmael actually knows nothing about this. It's another dead end. A notification chime sounds. Isla is on the other end.
The task force inspected most of the areas in the warehouse and found no issues.
We're heading to the last few gates. So, any updates on your end? The wind scrapes across the terminal, creating a harsh and grating sound.
The lead's gone cold. I'll keep going through the rest of the surveillance footage at the engineering force. Has the Science Council found the origins of the odd device in the warehouse? The one they just found?
They're on it. Asimov has asked the expert of Science Council, Section 1 and 2, to assemble the device and codename White Noise for now.
White noise?
Asimov notices a strange noise in the surveillance footage right before the smoke dissipates. My combat records picked up the same frequency. This can't be a coincidence.
Got it. I'll go get a sample of the white noise frequency from Asimov right now.
Okay, we're on another entry point. I'll contact you immediately if we find anything. Ayla quickly ends the call.
The noise. Sound waves?
Teddy compares the surveillance recordings after the invader appeared, uploads the clip to the terminal and hurries to Science Council. Ishmael sets down her cup and watches the ripple of her coffee distort by the sound of the closing door.
Ring upon ring like cages. The ripple traps the foam inside.
Science Council. The lights in the building are never fully out. Researchers in the white coats are always coming and going all day long. Oh yeah, I gotta do this, guys, boys. I forgot about that.
I'd copy the white noise frequency you asked to your terminal. Those let me see. Hold on. Those folks at the Science Council Section 2 have been called in as well. You think this has to do with the outer space?
I'm not sure. I'll have brought in the scope of the investigation. I don't think I can copy the same one, to be honest. He stares in the middle of the table, and the device codenamed White Noise that was urgently transported to Babylonia. Oh, it's this thing! Hello? Section... gotta do it again, apparently.
Section 1 has already used every method imaginable and disassemble, decode this device. They use existing technology tools to take it apart and attempt to decrypt it with punishing virus research. But it doesn't react to anything. Or rather, under specific condition it appears to activate but cannot be used. I suspect...
Oh, fuck me, dude. I'm not gonna do that. You're making me do a child's voice? Hell no. What the hell? Jesus fucking Christ, are you serious? Honestly. Let me see if I can even do one, to be honest. It's been a while since I've done like a kid voice. So I'm like, I gotta speak like these. No.
British, and then British.
Let me see. Here's Asimov. Rosa comes stumbling over arms wrapped around a stack of yellow documents taller than herself.
These are the documents you asked for. Do you have a minute?
The purple-haired girl puts the files on the table with a thud and timidly looks up with just her eyes visibly as she glances at Teddy standing in the book at the back.
Okay.
Asimov gestures for Rosa to start talking while he pulls up the data reports from his terminal, checking the structural breakpoint of the white noise.
As for Asimov, the instructions.
Lamser. It's like I'm trying to get through. I'm just not comfortable doing it.
As the Espinal of instructions, I believe I retrieved of the research directions stored by the Science Council from the Golden Age. Many of them are just papers, theories that exist only papers without any actual research results. From there, I filtered out the 8791 research papers related to the sound waves. Based on the application of the white noise, I then narrowed it down. They are published by the same institution. Experimental principles in a sound field localization using focused sound signals, hypothetical effects of giant cavitation, bubble instantaneous pressure and sound fields, and this one.
Damn, Jesus Christ, this child says words. God Lord. God, the words that she say, man. Holy fuck, man, that was a mouthful to say. Oh my god, holy cow, dude. Holy shit, man, that made me that fucking A, dude. God Lord.
Research on localization principles are special echo signals based on spatial signal frequency.
That's a load of scientific schlop that was thrown at us. I know, tell me about it.
Everything is just theory, but the current science hasn't restarted, and these projects.
I'm trying to get the tone correctly. It's kind of hard to pull it off, to be honest. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. As the mouse expression gradually darkens as he compares the main diagram in the papers. Go get the Abyss team's files.
Tenebrion? Tenebrion?
Rosa, having made the connections, lets out a hush gasp and rushes to another lab.
Tenebrion? Kamui special frame?
It's research on the Tenebrion as a special energy source. The latest technology is already being applied, but during the recent project report, we discovered the application progress far exceeds what we presented. If it happened once, we could explain it as an accident, but when it happens a second time, something is up. Can the engineer force access surveillance footage around the Science Council? I need all recordings before the day of the report with a special focus on all ambient sounds.
Yes. Request access right away. How far back do you need?
At least 3 years. Before she can express her confusion, there's a knock at the door.
Forget it.
Oh, my favorite girl to do the voice. She stretches slowly and walks by Ishmael, who is entering the room, finds a corner to sit, and starts working. The Science Council doesn't have time to comply with inspection from the prosecutor office at the moment. Isabel remains focused on the stack of documents, refusing to even acknowledge Ishmael's presence. I'm not here to represent the prosecutor's office. Her gaze shifts to the white noise placed in the middle of the table, waiting to be examined. That device is classified as a special item. The report has researched the president, so it doesn't require any approval. I apologize. You may not like me because of my identity, but I really am not here on behalf of the prosecutor's office. My frame can collect and reconstruct advanced data, so the military has asked me to help restore this device. Ishmael pulls out the statements signed by Nicola. Please. After receiving permission, Ismail stands by the table, carefully examining the device named White Noise. It looks like a large data reader with several scratches from battles. It has markings that don't belong to the era current. She reaches out gently, touching the base of the device with her fingertips. Dots and light shimmer as data slowly flows out of the pale blue rays, showing the internal structure of the device.
So, please, help me.
What do you want to do?
I will.
The girl looks up at her face and tinge in both sorrows and determination. You have no right to interfere with what must be premiered. I won't. Cause and effect. Pale blue light flickers, tracing the device's exterior and internal structure. A researcher on the side quickly takes photos, trying to figure out how it should be operated. That's quite impressive for the data collection and the reconstruction device. Asimov looks at Ishmael, who responds with a smile. I'm done with the military request. Is there anything else you need from me? Not at the moment. I'll send a formal request if necessary. Then I'll take my leave. After the researcher finishes documenting, Ishmael gestures politely before leaving the lab. The positioning device. Asimov's mind races as he studies the terminal projection of the device core components that Ishmael disassembled. The Ishmael analysis is right, and the white noise is indeed positioning device then. What he didn't say was the only condition to activate this device is to play that specific noise on the surveillance footage at the precise frequency while the device is powered. But if everything is normal, then why can't white noise activate again? Did this device actually teleport the Grey Raven commandant to another location? The task force has searched every inch of that conservation area, but where is the commandant? Teleportation was never achieved even during the Golden Age, so where did this device come from? In other words, this device locates only a geographical position. Shit. Sheesh. Alright, here we go. All the beautiful things have just come into blossom. All the romantic stories still have time to unfold gradually. No, we're not at the last one yet. A screen on the window of the department store by the street rolls through the recent news. National News Agency, according to the Vods International News report, on the 12th, Vods City, police report stopped earlier attacks at Montpellier International Airport. The criminals were caught after the first wave of the attacks in the airport network first system. They were apprehended at the scene, and airport operations were back normal in just 2 hours. For more details, we've turned our special guest today. For more details, we'll turn our special guest today, Mr. Unto Commissioner for the United Government.
Yes, this was an act of opposition against the new Earth coders, without a doubt, but it crossed the line, just like the earlier attack at the Dionysus Theater.
Jenna leaves the store carrying boxes of supplies. She rolls her eyes when she hears the news about the stumbling when Jonathan bumps into her from behind.
Hey, careful.
Hey, be careful, be careful. Oh, but the weenie. You're too close. Dandelion puts down the boxes crosses her arms in frustration as the news continues to loop in the background. Apprehended at the scene, they didn't follow up at all. Vods said that the virus only ran for 10 minutes before self-destructing.
Keep your voice down. We're in public.
Oh, there's more of him.
I thought that was like, the news can't give all the details to the public anyways. We don't even know what happened, but whatever it was, it's over.
Jonathan looks around cautiously, making sure that no one is paying attention to them before whispering.
Whatever, it's fine as long as Force's plan worked. This morning, the United Government already started assessing security requirements for employees like us. After I sent all your names, they gave us permission to change routes and request escort personnel.
Ha! Oh, right. What happened to that guy who helped Force by creating distractions at the airport?
As proof for the acute stress disorder episode, the airport even had to compensate him. It won't affect his life.
I can't believe it actually worked. I'm impressed. Damn, the back and forth thing is crazy in this one.
It's nothing. The one who really made it work is someone else.
Jonathan stares straight ahead across the street of SOS, and Iris leans against on the SUV, taking inventory of their supplies. FOS is indeed incredible. Are you feeling jealous?
Who doesn't want to be the hero?
That's true. Foss was absolutely phenomenal during the airport operation. I didn't see it in person, but I bet it was just like something from a spy movie.
That wasn't the only time.
He instinctively touches the collar at the back of his neck. He will never forget the moment when Foss removed the listening device from there. Interesting, interesting. Before the airport operation. Suburb. With the operation approaching, Jonathan finds himself wide awake at night, thoughts racing rapidly in his mind. He keeps going through all the events, wondering if he really must get involved. From the eyes of someone involved, how he can protect his own interests according to the law. Never mind, no legal code was written for this situation. Knowing that he won't get any more sleep before dawn, he gets up and uses a cold morning air to calm himself. He sorts through his jumbled thoughts as he walks against the morning breeze and accidentally wanders beyond the safety perimeter set by Iris. When a group of monsters just like the ones in the theater appears, Jonathan realizes that Liu will never let him off so easily. You're experiencing Sunako unintentional ASMR. It's not even ASMR. Help! Somebody help me! He strayed too far from the villa at this distance. No one can hear his cries for help. I'm not going to die here. As the monsters close in on him slowly, Jonathan's face shows nothing but despair. Move, bitch! Get out the way! Get out the way! Sharp gunshots ring out from the far end, drawing the monster's attention. Boss! Continuous gunshots. The weapons provided by Iris are more useful than expected. Although you can't kill the monsters, the shot are enough to keep them at bay. This way. You grab Jonathan by the shoulder and sprint frantically in the opposite direction.
What are you doing here?
Later. The guns can only scare the monsters, not kill them. You must stay alive until Iris notices that you and Jonathan are missing. You go around the outskirts into the forest, finally shaking off the monsters and making it back into the safety of the villa, shielded magnetic fields, just before Jonathan collapses. Jonathan's heart is pounding so violently that he feels it's going to burst from his chest.
Why are you there so early?
Was everything FOS said during the meeting just empty promises? Was FOS, after knowing all full picture, also planning to escape? Strange. Emotions brew him as he guesses the intentions of his self-proclaimed mercenary with malice. But
What? When did you put that there?
Winter shaking it? Yesterday.
Impossible. We only met once just yesterday.
Why would you do that? Because I don't actually trust any of you. In an unfamiliar situation, it's best to do whatever it takes to maintain control. This is one of FOS's core teachings. Then why did you? One afternoon was enough for me to learn everything I needed. The only information you needed was whether you were partners or had ill intentions. Your casual crush is the listening device and tuck it into your pouch. You're not a mercenary. It won't make any difference to this operation.
Then why? Why get involved in this at all? Why risk your life to save me? There's nothing in it for you.
I already gave you my reason yesterday.
That wasn't just empty talk. Why would anyone get themselves into such a terrible mess over such a vague and abstract reason?
What are the choices? What do we got here? They're not that abstract, and I do have some connections to this incident. You can hide from trouble for a while, but not forever. Once you know about something and you happen to have the power to help, you ought to do something. The current of history brushed everything along. If we let Luea do as she pleases, today it's Bane, tomorrow it'll be another city. Eventually, it'll affect us all. We're saving the timeline, basically. We're you know. That's what we're doing. Enough talk. Rest some more. The sun's about to come up. Jonathan watches FOS walk away. He touches the phone in his pocket. The screen was left on the chat window. We'll see. Depends how long this is lasting for me, though. I need to split also this story in 2 parts too as well when I upload it on my main channel. Joe, I heard about what happened at the Montalia airport. They're getting more reckless. It's unfair for you to stay on this mission. I'm working on it. Stay in the fast for a few more days. I'm doing my best to get you out of this assignment. Professor. Thank you for that, but I want to go to Maine. Jonathan. The people of Bane need help. What? Nothing, it's green, let's go. Hey, stop pushing, I'm carrying a ton of stuff here, I'm going! After Jonathan and Dandelion crossed the street and finishing loading the supplies into the off-road vehicle, they overheard the other two discussing the operation.
It's 4-day journey for the fast to Jotun, the border city of Bane, and a 4.5-day journey to the capital if you take this route.
What's our shift? Can Jonathan and Dandelion drive?
I can handle it.
You're going to drive for 4.5 days by yourself?
After she doesn't seem like someone who would choose the fastest and most effective way, we have now added, she probably doesn't know how to drive.
Iris winks playfully ever since you had a meal together. She's been increasingly casual with you. Well, it's kind of true.
I'm a construct. Operating continuously for days isn't a problem when it's just driving. Plus, we'll be taking breaks. If we're just driving, why don't you stay on guard instead?
Sure. Let me check if we've got all of our personal items. If not, You slide into the passenger seat, cast one last glance at the city, and buckle your seatbelt. Let's go. No, I'm good. Don't worry about it. I hydrate when I need to hydrate. The main stretch of the route to Bang cuts through a highland with lush vegetation. It's a rainy season and its gentle drizzle persists. On the way, you meet a traveler going to the opposite direction, stranded with a flat tire. You offer to help, and the traveler tells you about the road ahead. He even marks a few notable points on your map and gives you a pack of energy candies. Candy? Back in the car, you glance at the two sleeping in the back before turning to Iris and whispering,
Route 02 has mudslides and landslides. We'll have to take the other route. Okay. Route 04 doesn't have any supplies points, but there is an abandoned service area. The guy earlier marked it on our map. Okay. Want some candy? Alright. But I need to keep my hands on the wheel.
Iris keeps her eyes fixed on the road ahead without moving, as if nothing had happened. You hold the candy to Iris's lips. Oh my god, I love that. I love that, to be honest. I do that all the time. My mama does it too, to me too as well. I like that, to be honest.
Thank you.
Her lowered voice muffled the candy sound lazy, like the rain outside. Dandelion mumbles something from the back of the seat, shifts her body. Both you and Iris reach for the speaker volume control at the same time. Your fingertips touch, eyes meet, and you laugh. The upbeat music stops, leaving only the sound of heavy rain. Fuck, man. I thought your hands were full.
They were full earlier.
Her serious tone carries hint of a chuckle she can't quite hide.
Do you want to take a nap?
I promise to help keep watch.
Then let's chat for a while.
Sure, like what?
Like your interests, the kind of music you like, or what you enjoy doing.
I'd like to ask you those questions too.
You don't have the answer? Do you know yourself well?
No, I want you to answer these questions.
Sure, I'll tell you. However, many times you won't.
What'd you say?
Nothing. I got candy stuck in my teeth.
Your casual conversation flows into the curtains of rain, falling among the highland trees as the vehicle rolls forward. Oh, God. As the night falls, the four of you arrive safely at the abandoned service area on the Highlands, Route 04. It was originally just a supply point, but after this route was built, it was expanded into a service area. The service area had a potentially to develop into a small settlement, but the United Government peace operation changed everything. When the Highland route fell into disuse, many points along the way declined as well. Iris parks the vehicle in a spot with clear visibility where you can act quickly if anything happens. You help the others set up their tents. I had no idea there's so much to pitch a tent. I thought you could just hammer in a couple stakes anywhere and call it a day. That would have given you all sorts of trouble at night. Thanks for all the hard work. Jonathan and I will take care of dinner. We can't let you do everything. By the way, where's Iris? She's probably just walking around. You sound a bit strange. Jonathan, time to make dinner. I should have bought 2 boxes of instant meals. I'm just gonna do that voice from time to time, to be honest. I get lazy from changing the other thing. We're not in a rush now. Why don't we reward ourselves with some good food? Well, we'll treat this as a vacation. Jonathan sighs, setting aside the contract after he's drafting his shrugs to himself before reluctantly trudging over the start of the fire.
Sure, I'll do it for this one. It is but a real vacation. I brought a guide who doubles as a translator and a driver who can cook. A driver?
Driver? Then you must have learned quite a few skills, right? Do you think that was a point? The casual conversation fades as you walk at the edge of the camp, setting up makeshift security devices assembled by the components you bought earlier. After you're done, you take out a map and head towards the spot you pointed out to Iris earlier when you were parking. You go around an abandoned building and pass a few rows of trees before your view suddenly opens. Before you is a massive rusty platform surrounded by moss-covered items. An old withered piano stands silently to the one side. Iris stands by the piano, her fingertips gently tracing the keys. She gazes at the tilted steel frames behind the platform that were probably support for stage backdrops. You pause in front of the platform and speak from a distance. The person on the road today said, when Route 04 was first established years ago, they held a celebration in the service area.
That's why you chose this route.
The main reason was the landslide on Route 02. Iris turns around and looks at you with pressed lips.
Can you give me a different reason?
Because you probably haven't taken a break for a long time. If you'd rather not, we can also...
Boss.
Iris interrupts you. Yeah?
Would you be my audience?
Sure. Oh my god. You find an abandoned chair among the objects nearby. She carefully wipes it and sits down with a proper posture. The first performer is light itself. It appears from behind Iris and shines on the lush foliage, making it look like night as only has just descended. Damn. Next to the stage is music that rises from the aged yet powerful keys, and the crisp notes echoing from the corner of the stage, elegant and graceful. Damn. Then, with the flowing garment and the dancing fingers, she moves like the iris flower, swaying in the evening breeze, exquisite and soft. As her dress rises and falls, the tenderness you have yearned for fills your heart, and the thin barrier between you disappears. Your troubled thoughts vanish, and Iris' silhouette seems to be moving in slow motion. This might be more than just a mission. It may be a pleasant journey to be savored. All the beautiful things have just come into blossom. All the romantic stories still have time to unfold gradually. Oh my god, man! Ugh. I'm loving this so far, to be honest. Ugh. The moment before something happens is the most attractive. Ooh, ooh, ooh. People cherish beautiful moments because they are fleeting, unlike trivial events of daily life. As the sun rises on the horizon, this journey approaches its end. Jotun City. Standing on the hillside with binoculars, you see the city that looks more like a town on the edge of Bane in the distance. Let me note down the supply list first. Try to get everything within 1 or 2 hours after entering the city. Shouldn't we rest for the night?
I think, let's see, I'm not gonna, I think if OS is worried about Enora Leula making a first move.
Jotun City is almost a day drive from the capital. Would she set up an ambush there? She may not set up an ambush, but she'll definitely have scouts in the area.
That possibility stands. Enora Leula doesn't know which route we'll take to Bane, so she might send scouts in all the border cities.
That's a lot of effort if I really reach top of her hit list.
Anyways, we should keep our visit short. Let's hit the road sooner and we get our supplies. I'm afraid we'll all have to stay for another night in the wilderness.
It's okay. Now grab your list and let's move out. Hey, Camilla. Jotun City. Having finished gathering the supplies and picking up some extra desserts, you leave the market and head back to the car. Just when you're about to call Iris over and try some treats, you freeze with your hand in the air as you approach the window, and words stuck in your throat. Oh, she's so beautiful. Oh, God. Oh, she's so beautiful. In the amber glow of dusk, the tree shadows dancing, she lies asleep in the driver's seat. Her left hand is in an unnatural position, and its slightly furrowed brows give a hint of distress. You can't hear her breathing through the window, but an irregular rise-fall of her chest shows her distress.
After she doesn't seem like someone who choose the fastest, the most effective way, we have now added she probably doesn't know how to drive. I'm a construct operating continuously for days isn't a problem when it's driving. Plus, we'll be taking breaks. If we were driving, why don't you stay on guard instead?
Is she tired from driving for 4 days straight? The absurd thought surfaced in your mind, only to be quickly dismissed. She's a construct with regular rest. She could drive continuously for 40 days without showing any signs of fatigue.
No, I'm thinking about how to explain it. I belong to the Union government in another time, unit number 654, Operation Codename Iris. We were the first to discover Inora's Leuyuya's existence, and we've been fighting for her a long time to stop her from disrupting history.
What is making Iris doze off is probably the countless 4-day stretches she endured day and night beyond your knowledge. With a sigh, you set down the supplies and use your phone you got from Foss to send Jonathan a message. You press your hand against the car window and after hesitating, take out the keys. You open a door with the least possible movement, unfasten the seatbelt and lift Iris from the driver's seat. Iris' reaction makes you think she woke up, because the construct's senses are far beyond that of humans. You can't tell whether Iris is truly exhausted or if it's something else, but you are surprised she says unusual calm in your arms. Even her furrowed brows noticeably relaxed. You carefully place her in the back of the seat, then leaning against the closed door, gazing at the evening glow on the horizon. Iris, who exactly are you? The time flows amidst whispering the sighs. Soon Jonathan and Dandelion come out from the supermarket and approach the car. Put your fingers on your lips, signal the two to be quiet. Jonathan and Dandelion are confused, but they lighten their footsteps. Jonathan opens the bag in his hand and lowers his voice.
I got the earmuffs you wanted here.
Thank you.
You take out the earmuffs, carefully open the car door, and put them on Iris. Jonathan and Dandelion see the sleeping Iris and move more quietly. Dandelion sneaks into the back of the seat while Jonathan gently opens the passenger door. It's so cute. You take the driver's seat and, after a short pause, pour a cup of warm water and pass it to Dandelion. Please put it next to her.
Okay.
You adjust the sun visor and rearrange the shopping bags in the car to shield the sleeping Iris from the last traces of sunset, then start the engine. The car drives into the sunset. Soon, both Jonathan and Dandelion fall asleep, leaving only the gentle vibration of the vehicle in your senses. You drive for a while until the candy in your mouth dissolves. Just as you are about to get another unwrapped candy appears on your lips. A pair of arms wrapped around your neck from behind as Iris' voice appears at your side. Oh! Ah! You can sleep some more.
Who carried me? Who carried me to the back of the seat?
Her voice still sounds drowsy. Iris leans forward, resting her head on your shoulder. Oh my god. Oh my lord. Her shoulder eyelids half drawn. Dandelion.
I should have woken up ages ago. Dandelion might look gentle, but she has always been rather rough.
She blows softly against her earlobe, playfully, her breath gently and warm. Iris keeps leaning against you, swaying her head while humming an unfamiliar tune. Oh my god! Ah, my heart! Ugh, my heart! Ugh! Drowsiness creeps up with her melody, and she lets out a yawn.
Pull over.
It's fine, I can still.
Pull over. I want to get out and stretch my legs.
Iris buries her head back between her arms, making her voice sound muffled.
It's getting dark.
Sure. Oh my god. It's hurting my soul. After parking the car by the road, you get out and Iris stretches notices you watching her and smiles with a playful wink. After setting up the security devices, you walk with Iris towards the nearby hill blooming with flowers. Oh, she's so fucking beautiful, man. She's such a beautiful character. Nights are short during summer. Let's meet, oh, my bad, that's her.
Nights are short during summer. Let's meet before night, and we can make it at dawn.
Iris gathers some iris flowers, gently breathing in their scent. Oh, she's so beautiful. Fuck, man, she's such a beautiful character.
Do you like the sunset?
Yeah.
I like it too. Sunset always gives a rise and tapestry of emotion. Many of my inspiration and reminiscence happened at this time.
Iris tucks the strand of her hair behind her ear.
It's like slowly approaching the destined end. One can only welcome and never escape. Voss, do you miss home?
Yeah, of course. Don't worry, I'll help you defeat Enora Leoya. Then you'll finally be free from this long mission.
I know you will.
Iris breaks into a gentle smile. She straightens up slightly and intertwines her fingers. She immediately understands and sits beside her on the grass. Together you watch as the sunset fades in the distance. Oh my god, man. Suddenly, you feel the weight on your shoulder. Iris is leaning against you, her breathing soft and steady. She's falling asleep in the end. Remain peacefully still. You watch as the sunlight slowly recedes from her face. Good night, Iris. Oh my god, man. Oh my god, my heart. My heart. 7 more to go, chat. We got 7 more to go. Bane's capital. Inside the vintage room is an elegant furnishing, a soft nightly glow watching over the person sleeping on the bed. Iris rubs her forehead and sits up, and under the covers outside the window, the sky is pitch black, with no hint of dawn. It's the first time she has had a deep sleep in a long time. She sits cross-legged on the bed, hugging her blanket, staring out at the window, as she slowly untangles her thoughts. The 4 of them arrived safely at Bane's capital last night, thanks to the conductors of various identities. Not only Leuya, but even the United Government cannot trace them. For now, the United Government only knows from the schedule that Jonathan must have entered the country, but nobody knows his exact location. At this thought, Iris smiles and slowly lies back down.
He's so nice.
She touches her shoulder, gently tracing the patterns painted on with her fingertips.
To have you by my side.
Oh my god, oh my god. Ah. A detailed action plan that leaves no room for errors, always setting up everything one step ahead, just like when we fought side by side in the past. Yeah, I know, I already seen it already. We haven't talked about it, but I saw it on my timeline. Lost in her thoughts, Iris begins to envision scenes of their future together.
After that,
the word that promises something beautiful is followed by the reality that chills one to the bone. After this comes to the final step, they can hide all they want. but Jonathan must eventually contact the local government. And at that moment, he appears in public, a Noraleuya replica will come for him. Defeat a Noraleuya replica and send the conductor away before a Noraleuya arrives, that's the destined future for the two of them. For her and the conductor, there is no after. There never was. The smile of Iris's lips fades as her gaze sharpens, clearing away the dreamy haze.
Don't lose yourself in dreams. Iris, fate has shown you mercy, but the last tenderness, this is already a blessing you never dared wish for.
Iris whispers in her as she rises from her feet. Determined fatigue vanishes from her expression as she begins to dress and gets ready. With her back to the window, Iris ties her hair as her first light appears, softly illuminating the room. Her gaze falls on the litter by the bed. Her movements are slow and thought flashes through her mind. Should I write a letter to conductor before saying goodbye? Her fingertips brush against the letter as reasons and emotions clash within her. A letter to reveal my true identity, or keep it a secret and just say goodbye. No, please say it! The reason stands at her left with a stern warning. You've sacrificed so much. Wasn't it all for the conductor's safety? If you create more complications and something goes wrong, how will you live with the consequences? Emotions stand at her right, tugging at her hair. Nothing will go wrong. You've sacrificed so much. Don't you deserve a place in the conductor's heart? Or to leave a tiny trace? Can you live without it? Hey, Cohen. Ugh, dude, come on, man. Just fucking tell him! Tell him! While she's caught in the conflict, another doubt surfaces. If she were to write, how would she sign it? Should she write it as Selena or Iris? Selena. A very faint knock at the door interrupts her. Iris, are you awake?
Sorry, Vods. Give me a moment.
Iris's body relaxes after responding. She closes her eyes and slowly exhales. When she opens them again, there's no hesitation in her gaze. She'll just leave one line for the conductor without being seen. This is her little secret, indulge, and her final solace. The nightingale sighs at dawn, roses burn, moonlight hides. Thou, the journey has reached its end. Royal blue ink in her characteristically delicate handwriting. She takes one last look at the letter before leaving it at once. Sorry, I wanted to let you rest a bit more. But Jonathan needs to report to the local government soon. Based on the current intel, here's what I'm thinking. After rambling on for a while, you finally notice Iris isn't responding. You look up to see her staring at you, motionless. Iris? In the dawn that clings to time, in the mirror where farewells are whispered. Iris' gaze remained fixed. She makes no attempt to explain herself, only offering a faint smile.
I am listening. Please continue.
Alright, here's what I'm thinking. Tucking a strand of her hair behind her ear, Iris gazes growls increasingly intense as she stares at the person before her, as if trying to burn their image into her eyes. But my love, please forgive me. But my love, please don't be sad. Oh, fuck me, man. Fuck, man. There is no happy ending. No! Only depression in here. Standing across from the City Hall Plaza, Jonathan nervously clutches his terms of agreement and he hurriedly drafted overnight. The signing of the new Earth Codex is not an overnight process. It requires many teams to negotiate for days and weeks. In some extreme cases, it may take some just. And the establish of general direction followed by years of implementation. Fuck, man, I love the story in this game. God damn it, dude. I fucking love the story in this game. Fucking A, man. It's pulling on my goddamn heartstrings, man. That's some bullshit, man. Oh, God. It hurts. It hurts. Today, however, the terms of the agreement in Jonathan's hands and his actions will determine whether Bane is going to begin his process or, more importantly, with what attitude they'll approach it. Jonathan resorts to his usual habits and boosts his confidence to take a deep breath. Chill out. Dandelion's voice suddenly appears in his ear as she straightens Jonathan's collar. Iris and Vods will take care of everything. Just focus on your task, don't worry. Sure. Jonathan nods slowly but seriously. He takes out his phone and walks forward.
This is a dedicated line for Bane Delegation for the United Government Legal Affairs Department. How may I assist you?
Hello, I'm... As you watch Jonathan walk away, your hands resting on the holster quietly flicks the safety off. When Inora Lua gets here...
Soon, it'll be different from before. Inora can traverse time with her domain intact if she's fully prepared, so...
Oh, before she can finish, a familiar white noise pierces your ears, followed immediately by a white mist coming out of nowhere. Dandelion, get out of here now! Dandelion bolts for the exit without responding or looking back. The stage suddenly materializes. Well, combat? This is combat, right? I forgot this is combat. I've been enjoying the story for too damn much, to be honest.
構造が完全に同じ。限定的なループか、それとも。すべてのレバーが機能していません。まず制御室を見つけないと。
What is?
集音装置です。懐かしい曲です。
Oh shit, we're doing a rhythm game. Let's go! Man, I haven't heard this song in years. Holy cow, dude. Centuries, actually. Whew, God, man.
よかった。腕は鈍っていませんね。
Oh, interesting. That opens up that. Eh.
制御室は
Yeah, but there was something here, wasn't there? I saw something behind me, that's why. Can I mess with this? No, I can't mess with that. Okay. Man, I like it, dude. Classical, good classical music, to be honest. I love it. Oh, combat.
警戒線が追加されている。
Ow.
方向が間違っていないようですね。ピッチがずれ
And
ま
I
し
can't even
た。
see.
私もまだまだですね。ここで転調し、星屑にこの曲を捧げましょう。オーバーチュアはここまで。ライトモチーフを奏でましょう。グランディオーソ。ピッチがずれました。
Ow.
私もまだまだですね。パーティー会場のようなしつらえ。彼女は 何かを隠しているのでしょうか。
What the hell? You taking a shit? What is this guy doing? You taking a poo? A strange stain. It seems someone spilled some wine and moved something over. Okay. What happened here? Okay. With the click sound. With the click sound. Wait. Oh, I thought it'd be like you jump in or something. With a click sound. There's this guy here. Oh, wait, I see it. I see the investigation thing. It's kind of hard to see it. How many times do I have to tell you? Don't open the new rivals. Put them in a warehouse. Okay.
これは秘密の部屋。
Hey, we found the porn stash. Let's go. Alright, where are all the hentai books at? We finally found it, chat. We found the gold. Nice. We found it. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Ah, she's so pretty. My god. Such a pretty character, to be honest.
これでもう大丈夫。最初のエリアへ戻りましょう。
Ah, jump scare. What does do? Oh, it's a shortcut. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the shortcut. Thank you. Finally, we can pull the lever. I've been wanting to pull this lever since chapter 1. It took us 50 fucking chapters, but we finally get the chance to pull the lever. Medium points. Interesting, okay. Oh, I see. Combat? Question mark? Oh, we got a cutscene. Oh, shit!
もう少し芸術的に登場してくださるといいのですが。ここで店長星屑にこの曲を捧げましょう。ピッチがずれました。私もまだまだですね。捕獲目標を選択。 します。星屑にこの曲を捧げましょう。ピッチがずれました。私もまだまだですね。グラーベフォルティッシモ。ここで転調します。ピッチがずれました。私もまだまだですね。えい、ここで転調します。オーバーチュアはここまで。ライトモチーフを奏でましょう。グランディオーソ。グランディオーソ。終幕のカーテンコール。
Holy fuck, that's damage. Holy cow, that did a lot of damage. Holy shit.
舞台上のトラブルに即座に対応する。さすがは一流の芸術家ね。
過去は変えられないのです。
何とでも言いなさい。アイリス、このままでは終わらない。
It is over.
楽勝を終点、終えなさい。
Oh shit, robots. Flying drones. Holy fuck, dude. What the fuck? I'm pressing the button. What the hell? Huh? I guess I gotta be faster, I guess. I just have to double press it or something? I don't know. The timing is off on this, a little bit weird.
Grave, fortissimo.
そういう
The curtain
ことね。
calls.
<sighs> また会いましょう。アイリス。
Jesus Christ. Cutscene!
Conductor.
Oh my god. Is he gonna remember? Is he actually
も
remembering?
う危機は去りました。今このコアを使えばあなたは元の世界へ帰れます。
What about you, Iris?
私には帰るべき場所があります。別れこそ人生の主旋律。そんな顔をなさらないで。
Oh my god, dude.
たくさんの人があなたを待っています。そうでしょ。最後のお別れを言うまでまだ少し時間がありますね。
Ah, oh man, dude. Oh my god. Massive buildings shatter and dissipate like mirages all around and turn into white mist as if the opera is approaching its finale. You arrive with Iris at the theater edge and cross the boundaries between reality and illusion. A brilliant twilight descends once more. You see visibly excited crowds exiting the city hall, and Jonathan at the center. Dandelion is anxiously gesturing to him on the side. The two turn in your direction with a grave expression. They freeze for a moment when they see you and Iris, and then break into a smile and wave their arms. Looks like things went smoothly over there, too. Iris stays silent, exhales deeply, and breaks into a soft laugh. Hey, I know everyone excited, but this is just the first step, folks. First step. We still have a lot to prepare. Try to be calm. I'm just gonna use a different voice, to be honest. Trinity, I need to check with my team first. Jonathan quiets the crowd down and walks over to Dandelion. Pats his shoulder. I pat Jonathan on the shoulder. Impressive. Are you done with the signing? It's not that simple. We're still a long way off from actual signing the new Earth Codex right now. Bane has only expressed interest in the idea. I'm afraid I'll be staying here for the next few months. We still need multiple rounds of negotiations, reviews, and signatures. Just the preliminary consultations for the treaty will take a full week, but it's already a very promising start. Jonathan looks at Iris as he speaks. His expression suddenly changes, like he remembered something. It's over now, right? Iris is amused by Jonathan's action. She presses her lips together, exchanges a glance with you, and gives you a serious answer.
Yes, it's over. Bane has chosen the side of the general direction is set in the no longer. Something Lucia can change with few attacks. From now on, you don't have to worry about your safety.
Oh, thank God, thank goodness. Huh?
Really? I thought in the beginning you told me that it's only over after the formal signing of the Codex. Don't we have one more week?
Iris pauses for a split second without being noticed and dismisses Dandelion's claim with nonchalance.
Things don't always have to go as planned, and besides, isn't the treaty signing process during the night?
Yes, thanks for the preparations. Bane is quite satisfied with attitude shown by the United Government. As a gesture of goodwill for our conversation, the certain terms of hosting an evening reception at the Yunquin Hotel of our delegation, symbolizing the official start of the treaty signing process. Once this news is made public, it means that the Bane is announcing their position to the entire international community. Come with me, please. Without any of you, I would never have accomplished any of this. I'm sorry. You want to decline, the mission is done, and you need to go back to the correct timeline as soon as possible. But you change your mind the moment your eyes meet Iris.
Before we part, there's still a little bit of time.
Nothing, I'll be there on time. Then, Jonathan's eyes dart between you and Iris. Something clicks, and he grabs Dandelion and leaves without a knowing smile. He knows! He fucking knows, dude! Yeah, man!
Huh? What are you?
See you two tonight. Dandelion and I will wait for you at the hotel. Iris, give us a proper makeover. It's on me. You.
Boss, would you accept my invitation?
You feign annoyance with a small huff of Iris extends her hand, but ultimately hold it. Let's go. Oh my fucking God, man! Oh God, just fucking kiss! Just fucking kiss! There better be a goddamn kissing scene in this godforsaken level at least. The festive marketplace is lined up for promotional signs and sales, discount, and free gifts. It does, man. This is my favorite character. Like, this is literally one of my favorite characters. There's only two characters that hold the #1 spot for me. You stroll into several clothing stores, patiently standing in the mannequins while Iris takes her time shopping. You give her a helpless look before Iris has finally noticed your expressions. She holds down a laugh as she calls over a clerk to pay.
I'll take all these, plus the one Foss is wearing now, everything together. Here you go. Here, go change.
You take your own clothes from Iris and entering the fitting room. When you come out, you notice she's carrying several shopping bags. Where should we go next?
We're done. Let's head back.
You reach out to take the bag from her, not understanding what she means. But didn't you say these weren't suitable?
I just wanted to fulfill a little wish of mine. I know you wouldn't be comfortable wearing these, but just take them home.
Jesus Christ, she's rich too as well? God damn, man, jeez. Can you be my sugar mommy? As she speaks, Iris steps back with a little to look you up and down.
This outfit definitely suits you better. You look more lively in this. And yet, it gives me peace of mind.
Excuse me. Thank you for shopping here. Here are your card and receipt. It's a small gift of the spending of a certain amount. The Long New Year is coming up.
The clerk smiles and hands another elegant little bag to Iris.
New Year's, Happy New Year's in advance.
Oh, thanks.
I hope Jonathan doesn't have a heart attack over this. Iris accepts the item with a smile and gives you a meaningful wink.
Don't worry, I'm not planning to ask him to reimburse because I definitely wouldn't want to buy you clothes in his name.
As you exit the store, she immediately opens the gift from the shop and holds it up at her face with delight. What is this?
Sparklers. It's a tradition in Baena, strangely similar to Kulung before.
Iris suddenly mumbles her words as she says something sensitive.
I learned about them while studying cultural geography, but I never actually tried them before.
With the flick of her fingers, brilliant colors burst from the tip of their sparklers. Iris holds up and sparkling light, her pupils growing ever brighter in the colorful glow. Something stirs as a blurry figure flickers through your memories. It feels like something is about to surface. Your empty hand reaches out, but finds nothing. There's barely a step between you. Iris doesn't notice your actions as she twirls a sparkler, drawing line after line in the air. What are you writing?
I'm not telling you.
As one sparkler burns out, she quickly lights another and repeats the same shape as before. Luna Rose Selena. Oh, fuck. God, man. Just kiss. Please. Please remember her, man. Come on, man. She wants to connect these two names together in her heart, even if only for a brief flicker of a sparkler light. It rained earlier, leaving shallow puddles across the ground, and that reflects getting the sun, making the scene all more brilliant. Gosh, she's so beautiful, man! It hurts my soul! Iris crouches down silently, watching the sparkler flickering reflection in the puddle. It's almost out.
It's almost out.
The sun is about to sink below the horizon, and this dream, stolen from the weaves of time, is about to end.
It's getting dark.
Iris,
Yeah?
which timeline do you actually belong to? Iris doesn't answer, nor does she look up. She continues to gaze at her own reflection in the puddle. Is this information also under confidentiality protocols?
Do you want to come find me? Oh. You can't.
Oh!
We are too far apart. It's like going from the very top line of the musical staff to the very bottom. The distance from 1 to 5 in terms of time is already very long.
Then,
If you want to contact me, just write me letters.
no! Iris smiles in the reflection, but ripples suddenly disturb the puddle, hiding her expression.
I'll write to you too, and maybe someday our letters will bridge space and time, allowing us to meet again.
Oh, fuck me, dude. Fuck off, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. You can stay in this timeline, bro. This is the winning timeline. I just hope you
won't find me annoying. I might write about a lot of trivia things.
That's not an option. You sit with Iris in silence, watching the flickering burn. Oh my fucking god, my fucking heart hurts. Regret, along with joy of victory, vanishes into thin air. Oh my fucking god, man. It hurts. It hurts. The Grand Hotel Hall gleams with a brilliant decoration. The banner celebrates the signing ceremony, hangs in the center. Photographers bustled about the record, the event from various angles. Glasses clink and the lights dance in the crowd's chatters filled with a whole lively buzz. Motherfucking burst out tears in a second. Shit, man. Fuck, man. Jonathan and the man of the hour, bask in attention as for the gather around him. Dandelion stand him and slightly stiff smile. You thought you and Iris would go unnoticed, but here's my business card, false Iris. Please do give me a proposal some thought. Okay. I will. You take the card, offer thanks, and find an excuse to leave the social hub with Iris. They're so enthusiastic.
Really? I actually think catching attention is quite normal for people like us. The United Government has been making too many waves, attracting all sorts of oppositions. Every delegation of the New Earth Codex has been in trouble in varying degree. So escorting the key delegation quietly into the Barian capital is no small feat.
Iris looks at you with admiration in her eyes.
Dandelion told me that among those meeting with Jonathan, only one had a sour expression, being for the security chief. Care for a drink to celebrate our success?
Naturally. You barely take a sip when someone's gaze falls on you, forcing you to pause and give a polite nod. There are too many eyes on us. Just as you finish speaking, the announcers echoes through the halls. Iris suddenly pauses with her arms still linked with yours. Oh my lord!
The signing ceremony for the Codex will start in 30 minutes. We kindly ask all guests to enter the orderly fashion.
If you're uncomfortable here, shall we step outside for a bit?
Huh? Okay. Please remember, for the love of peeps sakes, MC character, for the love of God, fucking remember her! Say her name! You walk next to Iris, through the crowd, to the higher floor. The city sparkles with light beneath the night sky like awakened dreams, too timid for daylight. Your gaze falls upon the streets below, covered in irregular shadows at every intersection, traveling hesitate, uncertain whether they should cross the ravines before them. Fuck, they're so cute together. Iris sits at the edge of the rooftop, an evening breeze weaving through her hair, through her long hair. Her fair face bears a faintness blush, her luminous eyes gazing motionless as she contemplates a play of moonlight and shadow below. You look away from the city, but before you can turn around, a warm, soft touch lands on your left hand, resting at your side. Oh.
Can you tell me your real name, Vods? Your instincts as commandant
tell you to stay silent, but the moment Iris speaks, emotion overrides reason. Oh, fuck, man. You don't question why she doubts your name. No wonder she chosen this moment to ask. Oh, man, dude. Fucking name, man. Luna Rose.
Luna Rose. I love your name. It's so beautiful.
A name is a key, a right, a promise from its owner. It holds one past and future, yesterday, today, and tomorrow. She can finally speak the syllables that have lingered in her dreams without causing suspicion.
Luna.
She says it once more. The syllables dance on her tongue with the rhythm of poetry. Her fingers tighten around yours as she turns around, her eyes kindling with a faint trace of emotions. Iris slowly lifts her head and traces your features with her gaze again and again.
I'll always remember.
Oh my god, man! A whispered confession. Iris had thought all of her desires were shredded by the blade of restraint the moment she made that decision, then burned the ashes in the endless cycle that followed. But now, the scattered ashes break free, tearing at her consciousness, desperate to be voiced. Only when she looks back does she realize with a start that they've tuned into shackles of thorns. Iris' teeth begins to chatter. She's panicking. Her mind betrays her body, but what of her body itself? What cannot stay will slip away, and closer you reach, the deeper you fall. Our game's supposed to make girls cry this much.
Let's go, Luna.
Finally, Iris lowers her eyes to avoid eye contact before speaking again.
Thank you for your help throughout this journey.
She takes out the cord she got from today's battle. Its once dim marking are now overflowing with deep blue and that represents Iris. Iris.
Hush.
Wispy white mist. No! No! I knew it was gonna happen! Oh, fuck, man. Iris passes her fingers through her lips.
Luna, please don't say anything.
What? White noise grows louder as the fingers pressed against your lips applies more pressure. You break free from it and try to say something, but everything your eyes can see suddenly becomes shrouded in mist. No! Send me back! Send me back! Get me isekai back over there, fucker! I'm not done! Iris! No! You reach out, try to find her, but are lost in the white mist. Commandant! Someone seems to be calling out. Ayla? The white mist gradually dissipates and someone unexpected comes into view. Anomaly detected. Initiate alert mode. Wait, Commandant! It's Commandant! The sound of the weapons being put away rings through the silent mist. You feel you're breaking through a dream as people rush to your side. Beginning vital signs, verification, preparing the collect biological data. Notify Babylonia and the Commandant has returned. As you focus your mind again, this is the warehouse conservation area 221, where you last fought with Leuia. After a quick identity verification, the isolation is lifted, and Isla dashes into the warehouse, now little more than a rubble after the battle. We have been looking for you for so long. Where'd that mech take you? It's complicated, I'll explain later. Luckily, everything is resolved now. Resolved? That's good. Oh, right. I think Azimov discovered something. A streak of dark blue appears at the edge of your vision. Wait, isn't that why we came here? Commandant, are you okay? Isla turns around in confusion. A frame is being transported in several uniforms, Babylonian personnel behind her. Immediate you see the frame silhouette. Commandant! Your heart stops briefly before it starts racing. An overwhelming sense of unease envelops your entire being.
No, I'm just thinking about how to explain it. I belong to the Union government of another time, unit number 654, Operation Codename Iris.
No, that's not right. It shouldn't be like this.
You can't. We are too far apart. It's like going to is going from the top of the line of the musical staff to the very bottom. The distance from 1 to 5 in terms of time is already very long.
You instinctively lick your dry cracked lips. Iris, your consciousness begins to jumble as your breathing quickens. Commandant, what's wrong? So many questions crowd your mind at once. You open your mouth, but the words catch in your throat, and you stay silent. Beep, 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 beep. Just then, your terminal chimes with a notification after reconnecting with the network. Ishmael? What the fuck? Send me back! Send me back! No. No one loves this way of narration, but the author doesn't want it to be made public. It fucking hurts. Ishmael. The noise from the depths of the space buzzes in your ears. For some reason, every time you silently recite this name, countless strange silhouettes appear in your mind. But whenever you try to figure out what they represent, your mind goes blank again. Searched core, backup frame, Capriccio. Details, no registration, info. Current location, Conservation Area 221 Warehouse. Frame processing status, pending destruction, 1800 hours. Process registered by Control Court Ishmael. Babylonia's backup frame stored in the Conservation Area Warehouse.
I think we found the issue.
We have 3 hours until they destroy it. Let's head to the warehouse now.
Temporary communication channel established. I've created a combat mission under the Science Council Dispatch Authority. I'll assist you to accessing Conservation Area 221 surveillance system.
As for Ishmael,
I'll use the Science Council Authority to block her surface access request to stop Ishmael from reaching Conservation Area 221 before you do. I'm on my way on her now.
this name, this construct, what does she know? What role does she play in this crazy journey? And does she know? How can I return to that timeline? Iris' smile seems to appear before you.
Nights are short during summer. Let's meet before night if we can't make it at home.
We need to make it in time. We must hurry. That's my boy! That's my boy! The transport ship quickly takes off towards Babylonia, distant yet not so distant. Get your girl, man! Get your girl, bro! Ishmael sits at the table, and iris flower is hovering above her hand. Its data is so exquisitely crafted, it almost looks real.
So, this bit of power has given to you.
I know, tell me about it.
It almost affects even me. This is truly incredible.
The iris flower slowly rotates, and the dots of the lights gradually outline the scene where Iris and the commandant stand in confrontation. When Teddy asked why she wanted to destroy the Capriccio frame, Ishmael had almost forgotten the reason until she touches the device that doesn't belong here. That device, the Science Council named White Noise. Memories sealed away by twisted timelines awakened in her deep mind. Ishmael narrows her eyes. Her pupils radiate with strange colors.
Ah, it's you.
The control cord receives a rare visitor.
I know it's you, merciful one. I can sense it.
The girl looks at the pink-haired woman in front of her with eager yet sorrowful eyes.
So direct. Just call me Ishmael.
The door gently closes as invisible, strange forces distort the space, preventing cameras from peering into the scene here.
Ishmael, my lady, I would like to ask you for your assistance.
From what I know, you've acquired a new frame called Pianissimo, right?
It's a fine name. If you're trying to revert back to a construct, I'm sorry, but the punishing has already invaded your mind. This is irreversible, and even I am powerless to reverse it.
2 cups of coffee silently materialize on the table, their rich aroma filling the air.
Thank goodness you still remember me.
She exhales deeply, then settles uneasy into her chair.
Ishmael displays a perfect look of confusion. I'll never forget everything you've done for me, and I'm not here to ask for what I want to ask is. Please tell me how to stop the red-haired invader who calls herself Inora Leua. You must have heard it too, that voice.
Ishmael quietly picks up her coffee, dropping 4 sugar cubes into it, and calm surface breaks rippling outwards. Conservation Area 221, sometime later. Conductor, this way! Fire! Sharp gunshots tear through the quiet forest, scents birds scattering, and red-haired pursuer is hit, but she seems unconcerned. She continues to track the pair after discarding the parts of herself.
How could this be?
Be careful. She's become stronger. You carefully check your protective suits for any damages while hiding the bushes. You hold your breath as you move with Selena in different directions. A few days ago, while on the surface mission with Selena escorted to the archaeological team, the construct who called herself Inora Lelua appeared out of nowhere and pointed her gun at you without a word. With Selena's help, you managed to drive out the construct, but Babylonia couldn't find any information about her at all. While Babylonia had made the incident a top priority and was investigating her identity, this Inora Leua showed up again. How did she resurrect herself? And how did she evade Babylonia's investigation and track you into the conservation area? You have no time to think. Your enemy's footsteps are just inches away. Stand up and fire. And open fire. The cold construct points her weapon at you, but before she can strike, Selena's attack attacks her from behind. Just like before, she easily is defeated. Her armor scatters around the ground. Conductor,
Are you alright?
Selena rushes over, examining the wounds on your body. I'm okay.
You lost so much blood.
You quickly dress your wound as Selena watches blood seep through your white gauze, with sorrow in her eyes. Is she gone?
Yeah, she is just like last time. She is shattered into pieces. What is she trying to do?
She wants to kill me. This is obvious, but you have no idea why. After reporting the incident, nobody could find any information whatsoever about this construct. What's strange is that she's always managed to track you down. What's even weirder is, I was on Babylonia, but when I woke up, I was in the conservation area. You check your terminal and find out that you have been dispatched on the surface for a ground mission. This is the mission to investigate the unidentified ascendant that showed up near the conservation area.
Me too.
She takes out her terminal, which shows the exact same mission investigating the unidentified ascendant. A faint mist rising in the coffee becomes transparent in the sunlight as dust dance like musical notes in the window frame shadows. Ishmael stares at the girl as she anxiously recounts her recent experience.
After that, the same event just seems to keep repeating. I heard the jumbled sounds of time distortion. It sounded like Leila was somehow using the past to do something.
The past.
Yes, the day when Conductor was injured, I led her to a different direction, trying to divert Leuya's attention, but she used the punishing to capture notes from the past, just like how I used to read the Red Tide.
The next second she appeared is in the past.
So, this bit of power has been given to you.
That's why you looked blurry, even to me, and I could barely remember who you were. Ishmael chuckles quietly, taking a small sip of coffee that has just the right sweetness. Having interfered with the workings of this world, she had to pay the price to stop them from noticing this place. But she wasn't expecting a part of the power that she scattered the price to be absorbed by Selena, whose core she reshaped.
How interesting.
She's enjoyed watching this dramatic story unfold.
What's happened next?
What's happened next?
What did you see?
Yeah, no worries, Red.
found out that Leua was also in the past. She seemed to be trying to modify the past. Leua used her identity to disguise herself as an unidentified ascendant to attack the conservation area. She eventually figured out Babylonia's actions patterns through her many attacks. When the unidentified ascendant appeared, Babylonia would send the nearest commandant to the construct over. By deducing where they would appear, she could find the conductor.
Lost. Selena clenches her fingers. However, her tough enemy might be... She had always believed in her ability to overpower them, but what if the enemy never stops coming across countless timelines?
I came to ask you how I could defeat Leua. Who is she?
Inora Leoya. Setting down her coffee cup, Ishmael ponders from a moment. I heard you like flowers, but do you understand giant trees?
Giant trees?
When branches grow abundant, and the crown becomes massive, if the foliage is not a heavy snow gather, the snow tree may collapse. Only by trimming away some branches can the main trunk continue to grow upwards. The trimmed branches are destined to wither, but the branches don't know that. To the branches, they are their own main trunk.
Is conductor the one who trims the branches?
Rumors that the Grey Ribbon Commandant has been dealing with post-war trauma are nothing new. Ishmael answers with a smile.
My ability to stabilize my mind can recover my memories was also because of conductor.
Too many voices are mixed in the tide, making it impossible to find the correct information. That was indeed the reason for your quick recovery. But a killer from the future. Ishmael isn't surprised that the red hair construct has the power to of regression, but doesn't know the extent of it. When the branches fall, they cannot see their sad fate, and can only try to correct what they consider to be wrong timeline. Before Grey Raven absorbed the information from the hetero tower, branches inside the tower were already stacked high with regardless of as piles of eggs. These branches accumulate countless futures. Although the fate of all branches is annihilated, it's not surprising that some could incubate futures with technology surpassing the current Babylonia. Is this the first challenge you'll have to face in the final world? She murmurs to herself. Inora Laura, her true form is most likely hidden in a more distant past. Only the past can influence the present, so defeating her at this point in time is meaningless.
In any case, if you know a way to deal with her, please tell me. I am willing to pay any price I can for the answer.
Ishmael smiles and she gives her the answer. Locate the coordinates where she appears, travel back to before she arrives, and stop everything she intends to do. But doing so will remove you from the normal timeline, and you will already know the price you'll have to pay. What? You will be forgotten. Damn, dude. So this is how it was, huh? I don't know about that. To be honest.
But once I go back to the past, won't I also affect the past?
If you affect the past, the present may change as well. Once the butterfly wings flutter, there's no predicting what kind of storm they might unleash. She doesn't mind being forgotten, but she does care whether it would affect the world where a conductor is. Though it might sound easy, but the conductor must have paid an incredible price for this. That depends on how you do it. If you can get there before her every time, stop her, and make everything disappear, then the past won't affect the present. But I don't know what will happen if I fail.
I see.
If you have actually obtained part of that power, maybe you can try time slicing. She thinks for a moment, then gently shakes her head. That wouldn't be the ideal either. We'll need to find Leo's original body for the time loop to seal her within it. But how can I find her original body? That becomes another problem. Thank you. I know what to do now. Selena stands up and bows deeply to Ishmael. So please help me tie up loose ends of this finale. What do you want to do? I'll pursue Enora Ilua until I catch her original form. Back when the Pianissimo frame was being created, a backup cappuccino frame was stored away. The girl looks up, her face tinged with both sorrow and determination. If being forgotten is my fate, please help by destroying the Capriccio frame. Oh, so she's the one that basically wanted to destroy it. As you wish. Selena lets out a relieved sigh and hurriedly thanks for her again. I must thank you for your selfishness. I may manage to return. I'll do everything in my power to help you. Time is running out. I must go now. So this is our timeline, but this is like in the past before, like, you know. Basically, this version of Selena is not really in a different timeline. She's our timeline. A moment later, she firmly opens the door and walks out the control corridor into the setting sun. Good luck. The trail sounds of her words stretched like thread, turning in the shape of harp strings of the shadows of sunlight. Oh my god, bruh. So here we are. The iris made of data slowly spins as it dots and lightly gradually dissipates. Using the damage Luia has inflicted on the world as coordinates and to pinpoint the timeline where Luia's true form exists, they're creating fragmentary loops. It looks like you've made up your mind. Footsteps suddenly appear in the hallway, and a second later, the urgent knock rattles the door. Come in. Standing at the doorway is none other than the commandant, who confronted Iris in the data projection moments ago. Ishmael. Grey Raven, Luna. I knew you would come. Seated at the table, Ishmael is wearing an odd smile. For some reason, that smile feels strangely familiar, yet like a bizarre silhouette whenever you try to place it on your mind goes completely blank. But now isn't the time to dwell on that. Casting aside your doubts, you take out the Capriccio frame destruction records Teddy found and put them in front of Ishmael. I need explanations, Ishmael. The original of this frame and why you wanted to destroy it. If you had come any earlier, I wouldn't have been able to give you an answer. As it happens, I've just recovered some interesting memories. Besides, this isn't your only question, right? You fall silent, then pull out a chair and sit down before meeting Ishmael's gaze. Why does this frame look exactly like Iris? Some secrets need to be kept. I can only tell you the basics. Her silvery white pupils shimmer in the strange iridescence. For some reason, the longer you look at her, the dizzier you become. Dude, her eyes are insane, dude. I'm not gonna lie, dude. Her eyes are crazy. I like this character design, though. The fucking eyes are insane, though. Because I'm not the one who authorized the rest of the story. On her desk, an iris flower made of data slowly takes shape. You've already met Enora Leo. The one who distorts history. Yes and no. That is indeed her goal. But now, all of Enora Elora's actions have become indirect. Because their true target is now under protection. You're saying, that's right. You are, in fact, Enora Leula's target. We are here first to discover Enora Leula's existence, and we've been fighting for a long time to stop her from disrupting history. To be frank, if we had been a bit faster, it would likely have been resolved already, and you wouldn't have been dragged into it. This is different from what I know. Well, of course. You've successfully returned to the present, so you trust Iris' statement more. She smiles gently as she picks up the iris flower. Let me guess. Iris told you? You just need to defeat Inora Lewa. Will it all be over?
Relax, this war is almost over. I'm executing the final and most critical mission, escorting the target to the designated location. It all goes according to plan in order Leo will be waiting for me there. Once I defeat her, everything will be fine. As for returning, you don't need to be worried about that.
Iris hesitates, then quickly begins to explain as if she's just made up her mind about something.
Once I complete the final mission, I'll destroy her main body and then get to the new device. By then, I'll be able to send you back to where you came from, and using duplicates to traverse through time.
So, on this journey with Iris, have you seen, or rather, do you remember what Inora Luea looks like? I mean, besides that massive metal form. A smile ripples across her face as Ishmael's fingers crush the iris flower in her hand, and it shatters and scatters away. Very good. I think you're beginning to understand this story now. Interesting. I can hear the sound of the past. Oh, we're back here, dude. The hands point to the scheduled time. Even from the rooftop, cheers from below can be heard over the fireworks that rise and burst across the night sky. It's almost time for the final act of this play. Iris can still feel the lingering warmth of that person. She turned towards the empty space, pretending they're still there.
Conductor.
Her whispered words shattered in air. Not even starlights can carry her longing to the one she is thinking of.
It's about to end all of this.
She nestles against the cold wind and gazes down at the countless lights below, lights both illusory and real. In her attempt to escape, Luea accidentally brings her conductor like a despicable thief. She steals the final moment of tenderness from the flow of time. But now, with the Bane's signing of the treaty, who wheels a history towards their destined end. Man, dude, fuck me, man. Hey, Okami. How was your stream? You playing Nier? How was it?
The cycle is now complete. The branches and leaves are about to break away from the trunk, transforming it into real prison. It's about to end.
The white mist spreads across the rooftop once more, and piercing the white noise drowns out the fire screams. She can already hear Inora Leoda's notes hurried and broken, summoning the power that scattered across the timeline, waiting to break free from the prison.
It's been a long time.
Before she even realizes it, the red-haired construct is standing behind her. The thin blade pushes against her neck, sending a chill through her body. Iris can't even hearing their breath.
Iris. No, Selena. You are an excellent performer. You can handle even the worst stage accident, but now, hiding your traces, escorting others, how much strength do you have left? What a shame. You were this close to success, yet you threw it all away for that person.
Blue strings shimmer with starlight on the tip of the Luea's blade.
If it weren't for the conductor, you would have left this place long ago, back to Foss City.
save your pathetic remarks. You're losing my respect if you're so curious about how much strength I have left. Why don't you take a swing and find out? As you wish. The Thunderblade twirls in the midair before returning firmly into Leia's grasp. The sharp whistles piercing at their air, metallic sparks and flashes burst like fireworks. Leia thrusts her face close to Iris, her gaze ferociously and wild. I really wanted to be your friend, if not for all of this.
But if that's just an if,
You have your convictions,
and I have someone I must protect, even at the cost of my life.
She flips and leaps from the tall building, catching sight of the starry sky. The dark night is adorned with silent stairs, and the sun has yet to rise. The sun will never rise again, but it doesn't matter. Leia catches up, and they briefly clash in midair. Red-blue threads flash through the darkness before everything falls silent once more. Keep playing, Iris. The victor will soon be revealed. Iris lands in a graceful ease. Ahead lies the final stage she prepared long ago. The sun will never rise again, but she knows the sun exists, and that's enough right. She will succeed. She must succeed. Ishmael sets down her coffee cup with a leisurely grace. To stop Inora Leura, Iris created a time prison and locked her inside. It's the place where you left earlier. Time prison? Ah, I just came up with that name. With our current technology, there's probably no way to define that space. But how do you know? Shh. Don't think about irrelevant things. An intense wave of dizziness explodes in your head, as if trying to stop you from asking more questions. Don't worry. When the time comes for you to remember, it will come back to you. Ishmael pushes a cup of coffee across the table. The bitter aroma dilutes the chaotic memory shards, helping destabilize your consciousness. This chick is suspicious as hell. Bro, she's been suspicious since fucking day one, man! But you quickly catch her point. Iris never actually left, right? If we could defeat Inora Leoa so easily, why did she need to do all of that? With that device, the one named White Noise, she can use her frame traits to manifest her power at any point in the past timeline. Iris had no choice but to lure the pest into a branch for the trunk and then completely sever the branch from the trunk. This way, even the pest completely destroys the branch, and it won't affect the trunk at all. But Iris, that's right, she too will follow that branch and disappear forever. No! Not my girl!
Don't be sad, a forest for else. That's what life always comes back to.
Oh my fucking god, bro. I don't want to accept this. No, fuck no. The girl's desolate poetry finds its meaning in this moment as she embraces death and drives herself away from the prison she had built. Why can't she get out? As the creator, if she leaves the prison before it's complete, it would collapse, and the pests would continue to infest the trunk. She would never do that. The pink-haired woman's expression is filled with compassion. If I could use that device to get back there, you can't. Leia could only catch up because she was latching onto Iris's echo, that flame called Capriccio. Your fight in the warehouse severely damaged Capriccio. destroying some information so the frame has lost its value as a temporal locator. Even if the Science Council figured out how to activate the device, there's no way to locate the exact time where they are. Also, even if you can find the exact time, what could you possibly do? With a slight lift of her finger, dots and lights dash across the data field, gradually forming the shape of a tree trunk. If you return to that prison, and the connection between you is re-established, you could ruin everything she's done. Is there no other way? No. When the events she set finish their final cycle, that's when the branch will completely separate from the trunk. Unless... Anyways, there's absolutely no way you could find any trace of them. She gives you a meaningful look. Thank you. But there's always a way. You still don't know what happened before, but one thing is certain. Iris is still fighting for this world and for you. She shouldn't be alone. As you turn and push open the door, Ishmael Hollow's voice comes from behind.
Remember, it's the final cycle.
You wave goodbye and leave the control court. Final cycle, okay, alright. That's the clue that we got. Hashimo sits at his desk with arms crossed, silently thinking about the Abyss project files and research papers, like principles of locating a special echo signal based on spatial signal frequency. Asimov, sit down. That device. Where were you transported to? You speak at the same time, then stop at the same time. I was transported to the Golden Age Foss City, but it wasn't exactly the complete Golden Age. I was right. It doesn't just pinpoint a location, but also time. Asimov quickly jots down notes on his terminal and pauses, lost in thought. As it's a positioning device, the condition of activation of sufficient computing power and sound. Sound? Asimov taps on his terminal and opens an audio file. Wait. The audio file plays, and you don't hear anything, but the device nearby suddenly begins to flicker with an eerie red light. Nothing happens. No, Nueye, the white mist, no fissures and no traveling through time. Has it broken? How? It did activate. It's sound. Okay. He opens the research paper and points at the section titled The Special Echo Signal Positioning. This research paper outlines the prototype for the device. It discovered the activation principle based on this paper. Theoretically, it can travel back in time, but only backwards, not forward. Echoes? This device can only locate echo signal. Once the sound is emitted, it is already in the past. The device didn't function because of the sound wasn't right. The sound wasn't right, so I couldn't function. The existing sound that can trigger this device come from two recordings. The first was taken from the surveillance footage, and when you disappeared, and then the second from the Abyss Research Institute. A few years ago, they captured noise from the surveillance footage near the Abyss Research Institute, and their frequency very similar to the first audio file, but the subtle difference. If the intruder didn't appear, then you must be right. Something in the past caused Abyss Research Institute records to be erased in the present. So, if also Luea, I don't know who Luea is, but the disappearance of the Abyss must be connected to the owner of this device. The erase action also seems to have limitations. It can only erase information produced directly. Only that information mixes with other data. The results are preserved. The missing process critically critical to the Abyss research project came from an early Abyss research institute, yet we have the results from the Tenebrion research. This might also explain why Capriccio didn't disappear along with Iris. So, how can we make it work? Time is forbidden research subject. Reversing time is extremely dangerous. But Iris is still trapped in a time prison. Iris? She belongs to this timeline. She is the Capriccio. I briefly explained Iris' situation. Asimov thinks in silence. His fingers rapidly tap on the table. So you're saying Iris is the time prison? Is in this time prison fighting the future to invader named Louis? Yes. If it weren't for this device, your medical report showing no abnormalities, I would think you were still suffering from mass hysteria. This is the truth. He looks at the white noise in front of him. To activate it, you need a specific frame and a specific voice. Gestal's computer power is sufficient to simulate the frame, but if you want to find clues about Iris, you must locate her voice. Capriccio was accidentally destroyed by the invader during the fight, and now, how are you going to find her voice? I scattered clues gradually piecing themselves together in your mind.
Thank you for the compliment. I do enjoy the writing the script at the spare time. It may be past self by writing this, but I probably would have made the resolution process more complex, like you said. FOS. Would you be my audience?
Certain age groups showed reactions beyond typical observations, and the reaction went obvious. Often the casual comments or remarks, but they became significant when sample size increased. I've divided these individuals into two distinct groups based on the reaction. The first group shares an obvious trait affiliation with the WGGA Allen and a certain WGGA members of, for example,
Opera, the Acadia Opera Evacuation, Construct, Capriccio, Iris, FOC, Royal Blue Ink, WGAA letters, Iris, WGAA. We're saving our girl, man! I feel a strange sense of deja vu. The letters that fell from the mailbox, sealed with an exquisite wax bearing that stamp of the WGAA. The letters are bearing the stamps of the WGAA. I might be able to find her voice. 10 nights transform into dawns, the past flows into the future, and the future flows into oblivion. You traverse 1,000 rose gardens and 1,000 winding corridors. Wherever you sing, someone will follow your song to find you. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, we're almost there! We're almost there! 16. Distance yourself from corner until the entire painting unfolds before your eyes. Oh shit, man. Oh shit, man. Every step leaves its mark. Something happened in the past that caused traces of the present to be erased. When the traces of the present are erased, they leave behind echoes that human cannot hear. You hurry back to the lounge. Inside the mailbox are neatly arranged letters with only your name and elegant wax stamps. They're like an endless stream. Iris, it's you, isn't it? The jarring tune transforms into the delicate melody lingering between windows, frames, and the letter. After carefully collecting all the letters, you bring them to the Science Council where Asimov is waiting. According to the report of the date stamp, these letters should be the most recent ones. He picks up a few thin sheet papers. Can we ask for the surveillance footage from around this time point? I'll go see Silica. Requests like these are always quickly approved. Shortly after learning the situation, Silica authorized the access of surveillance footage around the Grey Raven's command and dorms. Not long after, Teddy also receives a call for the assistance and hurries over.
This part here?
3 a.m. Most Babylonians has fallen silent, and the commandant's dorm is no exception. The few remaining lights go out, and one after another, leaving only a grainy electronic noise in the clip.
We got a match. Right there. Right here.
Nothing shows up on Teddy's screen, yet Teddy audio monitoring program shows unusual wavelength patterns. I can't hear anything.
This noise has such unusual frequency that even constructs can't hear it. If it didn't happen to have the construct with modified auditory systems at the time, I wouldn't have thought about that noise. I saved several surveillance clips and analyzed the data and identified a common sound pattern. This program will send the alert when it detects a matching signal like this.
She plays the clip again, and the alerts pop up in the program's as exactly correct timeline.
This timestamp is roughly when you said Iris slowly disappeared.
Now we have this audio clip. What should we do with it? Can I find Iris using the white noise device? Of course not. The white noise device needs great computing power and has to be connected to a specialized construct structure. Unfortunately, you can't do any of these. Theoretically, this device should be able to read specific audio signals and convert them into something concrete, like location data, images, and other forms. I'll recall Hamlet from the WGAA to modify it a little to connect it to the white noise device. I'll use Gestalt's computer power to attempt a run, but as for what we can get, there's no guarantees. Thank you. No worries. I'm also curious about its practical uses. What else can I do to help? Try to remember everything about Iris through videos, notes, anything. Just remember her. According to what you've told us, she exists in the time slice. After you leave that area, your memories of her might fade. If she is actually a Babylonian construct, as you said, then her mind will have a virtual neural array structure. Invert device signal. Right. You should know the familiarity will allow the commandant's mind beacon to detect invert device signals from nearby construct. I'm not sure if white noise can actually pinpoint the location of that time slice, but if it could, then you would be the only one who can find her. I see. Oh man. Asimov recalls Hamlet in the maintenance as the excuse to attempt to install one of the interfaces of the white noise. Using the first bit of noise caught by the commandant's dorm, you enter Hamlet once more and traces whispers coming from the distant time and space. If anything weird happens, notify me immediately so I can halt the process. This attempt is dangerous. Asimov's voice sounds muffled coming from the outside machine. Roger that. Rosa activated.
Of course.
The jarring white noise suddenly grows, swarming your mind. What's happening? Ah, my eyes! Your vision in the dark suddenly shrinks to a dot and daylight floods the virtual world. Random flashbang, yeah.
Conductor.
You see Iris wearing a worried expression. Behind her is Babylonia veiled in darkness. Selena. Your mind suddenly becomes clear. You speak her name.
Conductor, how are your wounds?
It all happens
so quickly. Luea probably secretly did something. The soldiers at the airport have completely forgotten about me. Seeking help for the military is a bad idea, so I can only hide you here for now.
I'm fine. Like watching a script play, your vision can only focus on yourself and this moment, replaying memories buried deep down. She seems to be summoning a courage and pauses for a while before speaking again.
I went to see that person.
That person?
Yes, without her permission. I can't reveal her identity, but I found a way to fight against Luea.
Oh, I see. How do we do that?
In order Luera's her true form is hiding far away. Conductor, please stay in Babylonia for now, because...
Darkness shrouds her face in the night. After a brief pause, Selena speaks again.
Because I need your help at any moment, so please stay at Babylonia once you get my distress signal. Report to the military and bring Grey Raven to help me defeat Inura Liwea.
But you can't do it alone.
Trust me. I'm not sure what Liwea has done, but someone without a past like me can better track her down. Otherwise, the impact could be much greater and terrible consequences. We can't let Babylonia be in such danger.
But your consciousness starts fading from the blood loss. You struggle to grab Selena's hand, but your arm falls to the side. Selena gently takes your limp hand in hers.
Please wait for me, conductor.
Oh my god, man! Man! Her gentle whispers disperse into the night sky, carried away by the breeze. Ah, flashbang! Fucking A! The letter gently drifts down, written in royal blue ink. 2 lines, delicate handwriting are stained tears. Why did this mad rose bloom when my soul knew only solitude? If irises could bloom in the cracks of time, perhaps their fragrance would help you remember. The pale handwriting fades with the girl's departure. You sink deeper into darkness.
Conductor!
Luna! I'm okay. The dizziness from blood loss still lingers. As the harsh static subsides, you hear Asimov calling the outside of the machine. Has the device located the source of that noise? It did. Hamlet's faithful converts the signal into images, displaying them as holographs.
Mr. Asimov, Great Commander doesn't look well. Should we pause the experiment?
Continue. Asimov turns to you and look at you after making sure all your vital signs are normal on a monitor. Both your physical reading and your mind picking data are fine. Are you sure you want to continue? Yes. Asimov waves his hand to tell the researcher to continue, then turns to face to you. Don't push yourself too hard. Even if you manage to connect to Iris's invite device, it won't do anything if your mind beacon disconnects. I know. Drosa, input the second segment of noise.
Input is successful.
Rosa's voice instantly drowned out in the violent static. Ah! Conductor! The girl leaps without lightning speed before you can react. She has drawn her weapon. The blue threads about her strikes from behind. You immediately turn sideways, dodging to the side. Middle arm misses instantly, jumps backwards. Selena's attack follows yours. You're filling the air with twinkling blue starlight.
Hey.
The metal armor emits an unintelligible sound, crumbles to the sand, and shatters into pieces under your combined attacks.
Another clone. This is already the 5th. Conductor, are you alright?
She looks at you with concern. I'm fine. The unusual construct named Liwea just launched her 5th ambush. The process is almost identical every time. You arrive in Babylonia in a hurry, report the incident, and investigation on the construct begin, but then they can never find any leads. And the sun rises on the 3rd day. You wake up on the conservation area again. The mission on your terminal still reads, investigating the unidentified ascendant near the conservation area.
It's almost like a time is cursed by Kronos. But I'd rather it be a time loop or else your wounds.
Time only appears to be in a loop, but the days on the calendar keeps changing. No one knows exactly how Liwea altered the past, but Hippocrates and Asimov already found something weird through the accumulated wounds on your body. But in the past, you were still the Grey Raven Commandant without any field missions. She probably is using her clones to repeatedly simulate traces of unidentified ascendant yesterday, promoting Babylonia to dispatch the Grey Raven Commandant from the nearest conservation camp. Changing events from the past. It's cheating. I've tried to seek help from the military, but after providing information about the past, it always gets erased, leaving just an anomaly at the target's location.
I also tried to leave clues on paper, but whenever we meet again, the conservation area would disappear.
Just like the piles of blank reporting accumulating of Silica's desk. Just like the piles of medical reports accumulating at the Starlight. Memories are deleted, and any traces of the past are erased. A flicker of worry crosses her eyes, but she quickly forces herself to brighten up.
Maybe the next time we'll manage to defeat her original body, who knows?
Oh man, dude. We will. Selena reaches into her pocket and takes out a sheet of paper.
This is the 5th letter now. I wrote down our experiences.
Where's the other 4?
The writing on the first one disappeared, so I destroyed it and I left the second one in the conservation area. The third and the fourth letters, I sealed them in the bottle, buried them here today. And this is the 5th one. I leave this one to you, conductor.
She puts the letter in the envelope and hands it to you. When people are no longer fooled by time, when that warm winter sun burns in the sky once more, will you see my wish written in the spaces between the lines? Conductor. You jolt awake in the darkness, head drenched in sweat. Give me pen and paper. You quickly record the location of the conservation area before the memories fade, before finally letting out a breath and stuck in your chest. Coordinates? It's where it's where Selena and I defeated Luea. In the memory not yet withered by time, you clearly remember the image of Luea's clone shattering. The device identical to the white noise was left on the ground. Asimov, is the white noise a complete device? Not the one we have. It is a child device. That needs a parent device. The parent device anchors coordinates while the child device locates the position, creating the two-way connection. How did you know? Every time we defeated Larissa, her clone would drop this device. Immediately send it to the military to research for white noise device at these coordinates.
Okay.
If we find more devices, how would that help? We could strengthen the locator signal if we might even be able to pinpoint the coordinates of the parent device. That's not enough. I remember there's a third segment of noise. That was the final bit of the useful noise extracted from your letters. Are you sure you want to access it now? Yes. Establish connection. SML checks each connection cable methodically, right away before reactivating Hamlet. Try to remember every detail, just like the coordinates. Noise input successful. Ah, my eyes! A familiar, extremely loud ring pierces through your ears. You open your eyes again. You find yourself inside the transport aircraft. The terminal is on the mission screen. Escort the archaeological team on the surface. Mission: meet with Selena in the conservation camp area, and investigate the unidentified ascendant found near the conservation area. And on the small table in front of you is a letter. Dear Luna Rose, hello. It is now 23:30, considering human sleep schedule. Maybe you have already retired for the night. I was going to share my day with you. How I found flowers near the conservation area that I had never seen before and tried a fruit with the most peculiar flavor. But none of that is important as what I need to tell you next. I heard sounds of the past becoming distorted and I'm worried.
I am very worried. I feel like something is about to happen, but I don't know how to warn you about it. I hope it's just my imagination. I really cherish these hard-earned moments we have now. We'll see each other in a few days. I heard you took this mission, and I'm very happy. Looking forward to your arrival. Yours, Iris.
All right. Bossu time. Bossu time. Selena, Oh, her original form. Oh, so cute. Iris. The memories of fighting beside Selena feel close yet worlds away. They are shattered, chips sliced by distorted time, interweaving and rising in your mind. We found it, Mr. Asimov. The task force member brought in the white noise device, and they found. Rosa trots along, cradling several more white noises sealed in boxes. We have 6 in total. Is that enough? That's good enough. Asimov takes the device and pauses for a moment before turning towards Hamlet, which is connected by the various cables. See how long it will take. Not long. I plan for more than one white noise, so now I just need to add connection ports and to increase the computing power. Get ready to stand by. If you're sure about this going through with this, please do so. The night smears of the sunlight by your ear into piercing white, and discordant voice urge. You too, hurry.
Remember, it's the final cycle.
The final cycle. Which specific time does that refer to? Going through all the memories that are still clear, you search desperately for the most likely answer.
Really? I thought this, in the beginning you told me that it is only over for the formal signing of the codex. Don't we have one more week?
1 week. After leaving the time prison, you and Asimov determined that the flow of time inside the time prison should match the flow of the time here. Today marks 7 days since you returned to Babylonia. Asimov calmly yet quickly assembles the components, attaching them to the other end of Hamlet's connection cables. Preparing to connect the white noise number 2. First test preparation complete. Recording data.
Starting first data recording.
The white noise impeccable to human echoes through the room. The fight combat is actually really enjoyable in this game. The music in the fight is really good.
You're falling behind, Iris.
Hidden under the theater steps, a familiar melody in her mind urges her to press forward. Almost. Line spacing 4.
Data recording completing. The anomaly is detected.
Preparing to connect the white noise number 4. Third test preparation complete. Recording data.
Starting their data recording.
It's too late, Iris. Even if they had double the time, it wouldn't be enough. I can easily crush you into pieces before I sink into the abyss. Iris stays quiet under the relentless pressure. Her breathing grows increasingly loud as the strain of every part of her body intensifies. Gears spin fast, cracks grow bigger, the light of the surface of the body dims for a moment and suddenly shines bright. Almost there, Iris. Hang in there. Iris bites her lips as she trembles. Vital fluids comes out, but he looks more determined. Line spacing 4. Come on, boy! Come on! Final confirmation. I'll use the 7 white noise. We have pinpointed the location using 3-phase noise patterned at the reverse trace and the coordinates of the parent device. This might disrupt your mind beacon. You need to keep your mind clear while you search for the signal from the construct and figure out if your signal is the correct one. Once a connection is established, you'll be able to use the mind beacon for communications. In theory, as long as her mind is still active, your mind beacon should be able to find her. Be careful out there. All preparations are complete. You're connected with Hamlet once again. Remote connection technology allows you to synchronize the construct, but I am not sure if it's possible to use the white noise at this distance. This is our only chance. Understand? Your eyes close and intense buzzing jams over your ears as your brain seems to tremble with the vibration. Countless vague images flicker before you. Even everything plunges into darkness. A whale song resonates from the depths of your consciousness. Selena. Bang! What's happening? Violent explosion slams Iris into the wall. Debris rains down, leaving hideous wounds across her body. Her arms was nearly torn from the joint. Without giving Iris a break, Luea steps close in on her again. It's time for you to cut the call, no matter how reluctant you are. Performers should know when to exit the stage. Iris lifts her head with great efforts. Her unfocused pupils look past Luea's at the dome, beyond where the artificial starry sky slowly detaches from the true universe. Light and shadow shifts, time sketches. The branches and leaves are about to split from the trunk. This space, this theater, is about to become the final prison that traps Luea. Conductor, I'm sorry. No! In her hazy vision, the silhouette of her beloved dispersed into mist. I'm sorry, my love. Please forgive me. I'm sorry, my love. Please don't be sad. Iris whispers as she closes her eyes. Her arms fall limp, stirring dust as it hits the ground. She can feel the cold light from the blade closing in on her light face. Conductor. Line spacing 4. Come on, bitch, you better get the fuck in there, bro! An epic whale song suddenly erupts from her deep mind, dispelling the farewell on her lips. A familiar lighthouse shines blinding rays through her muddled consciousness, echoing reach her ears, and Iris feels confused for a moment. Yes. I'm here to save you! I'm here to save your ass! I'm pulling your fucking ass out of here! I'm taking you home! Here we go, chat. Boss fight! Bossu! Bossu! Homecoming. The final chapter. It's time to end this once and for all, ya bitch! Look at this Spider-Man wannabe looking ass, I swear. I'ma kill you, bitch. I'ma kill ya!
あなたのダンスパートナーはもういない。一人でカーテンコールをするつもり？それならそのまま退場なさい。
ここで天星屑にこの曲を捧げましょう。オーバーチュアはここまで。
Kill this bitch!
ライトモチ
Kill
ーフを
this
奏で
bitch!
ましょう。
This bitch needs to die!
ここで転調します。星屑にこの曲を捧げましょう。ここで転調します。終幕のカーテンコール。ここで天星屑にこの曲を捧げましょう。
We're gonna fucking kick her ass, chat. We're kicking her ass. We're bringing our waifu home, chat. We're saving her ass, even if I have to die for it.
ピッチがずれました。私もまだまだですね。星屑にこの曲を捧げましょう。オーバーチュアはここまで。ライトモチーフを奏でましょう。星屑にこの曲を捧げましょう。ここで転調します。ピッチがずれました。私もまだまだ。グラーベフォルティッシモ。
Ow, bitch! What the fuck, man?
星屑にこの曲を捧げましょう。オーバーチュアはここまで。ライトモチーフを奏で
Okay,
ましょ
slapping me with a guitar? What the fuck is this? Is this rock band?
ここで転調します。星屑にこの曲を捧げましょう。グラーベフォルティッシモ。ここで転調します。
You're gonna fucking die, bitch! You're gonna die! You're
オ
dying!
ーバーチュアは
We're
ここ
killing you.
まで。ライトモチーフを奏でましょう。ピッチがずれました。私もまた
Ow, bitch! What the fuck, man?
グラーベフォルティッシモ。ピッチ
Fuck, that hurts.
「オーバーチュアはここまで。ライトモチーフを奏でましょう。
Alright, that's part one. Alright, here we go, chat. Part two.
グラーベフォルティッシモ。ピッチがずれました。私もまだまだですね。
I was trying to hit her with that. I was trying to deflect that, but I don't know the timing of it.
えい。ここで転調します。オーバーチュア
Oh,
は
I
こ
did
こま
not mean to
で。
do that. I fat fingered that.
ライトモチーフを奏でましょう。ここで転調します。星屑にこの曲を捧げましょう。羽ばたく終幕のカーテンコール。ここで転調します。
次の幕が開くわよ。
ここで転調し羽ばたく鳥と流れる霞に捧げます。ピッチがずれオーバーチュアはここまで。ライトモチーフを奏でましょ
Not this time. We're beating this bitch.
う。ここでグランディオ星屑にこの曲を捧げましょう。グラーベフォルティッシモ。
共演者は距離を保つものよ。
ピッチがずれました。私もまだまだですね。えい。せめて自分のパートは最後まで。ここで星屑にこの曲を捧げましょう。オーバーチュアはここまで。ライトモチーフを奏でましょう。星屑にこの曲を捧げましょう。グランディオーソ。
一緒に舞台に上がるの
Oh
よ。
shit. They're doing this one. I know this one. I've seen this one before.
グラーベフォルティッシモ。
Here we go. Okay.
幕引きよ。
グラーベフォルティッシモ
Hey, we got it! Let's go! GG's, bitch! GG's! Get out of my face! And now she is dead. Woo-wah could never. Woo-wah could never. Elegant patterns burned while exquisite old lamps dim. Crimson flames fall into pale blue seas. Enora Elua struggles to stabilize the theater, but it crumbles to pieces. Selena tries to steady herself as she moves at the edge of space. The freck lines of illusion twist behind her, like patterns from fantasies of a mad artist. She uses her connection to the commandant to understand the scene, organizing it into a feasible path. Selena! A dull roar shakes the ruins, forming blades and thrusts at Selena's face. Don't engage, run! This timeline is about to completely fail. Didn't you think this would be enough too? What the fuck? Are you still alive, bitch? Thank you for the subscriber or so. Hey EXO, how you been? Ah, you're playing the Persona game. How's that? Enora Leula's bodily slumps and trauma finally reaches her consciousness. She didn't know this many components were malfunctioning. But in the next moment, she's destroying her burdens and staggers towards Selena. Stay where you are! Her outstretched hand hits the gradually closing barrier, only able to grasp in a fading slither of light. First time in fun? Really? Pale blue light courses through her entire body like electricity, leaving Enora Liu is stunned. She sees blurry figures high above the heavens and beneath the dome, proud of people of the extreme details. What is this? Enora Liu enters the daze of her intuition, tells her that what she caught in her hand might not be Selena remaining information, but... Oh, I'm so excited. Sorry. I'm just like, we just beat the boss, so I'm just like super excited for this update. So she sees the weapon of them descended effortlessly, crushing the entire planet into a thin slice. She sees the planet shrouded by eerie red mist, devoted by even a whisper. She sees the day and night reversed by the rules and the ground becoming beyond reach as life drowns in a deep sea. She sees a sun-like star expanding its scorching energy engulfing an entire stellar region. But the lingering echoes left in the interaction between the existence known as Luna Rose and the background known as time. These scenes exist neither in the future nor in the present. Enora Lua feels a sudden terror and can't even think about the prison barrier closing in on her. She activates a device closely linked to that time and uses all her strength to extract information from this unexpected discovery. Then she sees the towering trees with lush foliage buckling under the weight of passing time. The trunk is bent, wilting and decaying. Wind blows branches and leaves fall to the ground and turning into wet mud. After a while, the magnificent tree rises once more, burdened without a single unwanted branch. She sees a vast river with surging waters and overflows into countless branches under the weight of a passing time. The water spills into the soil and gradually grows murky. Someone passes by, and the tributaries dries up. The flow back into the mainstream. After a while, the river flows clear once more, surging in with vigor, showing no signs of exhaustion. Under Enora Leoa's stunned gaze, the barrier of time slams shut with a thunderous crash, turning into insuperable chasm. Hey, let's go. You guys are here for the last part, to be honest. All right, the last chapter, chat. The last chapter. A path from here on will be pure and clean. World Government Association of Arts. Wow, and then what happened? What happened next? What's the ending? In the end, did the knight and the monarchs defeat the warrior from the future? She's here! Ah! She's here! Ah! In the end, the emissive clamor of the gentle female voice is controlling the mechanical puppet. It begins to narrate a fantastical tale once more.
The knight erased the monarch, and memories had pushed the monarch away from the castle so she could face the warrior from the future alone. But the monarch could never abandon the knight, having endured countless hardships to trod through thrown to regain the lost memory. The monarch lost struggled relentlessly to return the castle.
Wow, that's the monarch for you.
The monarch and the knight joined forces to defeat the warrior from the future. They imprisoned her in the castle, where they overcame her.
Wow, without their castle, where's the monarch and the knight supposed to go?
They did what the story said at the very beginning. The monarch and the knight returned to where their journey began, to live happily ever after with their friends.
Ah!
They have a long, long future ahead. Alright, the play is over. It's time for the assembly. Go to your teacher quickly now.
The children from the center of the basic public education scurry off in an excited chatter. Selena puts away the mechanical puppets used in her performance, stand up, and notices someone familiar standing nearby.
Conductor,
Selena. Since coming back from the time prison, this timeline has slowly recovered its memories of Selena. Oh, yes! Yes! That's what we're talking about, man. Stacks of report and amendments revealed just how close Babylonia had to come. Disaster shocks everyone. Vanished writings slowly reappear, erased memories slowly recover, and the girl exiled from time itself returns once more to the world that always belonged to her. The white noise was sealed away by the Science Council, classified as high-level hazardous item, never to be seen the light again. Although some information was lost, the Clear the Best research group continues their Tenebrion energy research, attempting to identify the singularity of that material. Everything returns to normal. It's time to follow up the examination at the Science Council. After the time prison incident, Asimov is worried that the white noise might still be affecting your mind. The mind beacon so here rearrange a regular examination for you and Selena.
oh, I almost forgot.
Selena tilts her head in frustration, then quickly puts away the box.
Let's go, conductor.
She takes a few quick steps forward, pushes open the half-closed door, and turns around, smiles at you with the bright sunlight. Let's go. The wayward Wales has returned to her home. Countless stars shine brilliantly across the sky, yet none can match the sun radiance she dreams of becoming a white bird. Soaring through the waves beneath the golden sunlight with her conductor. The Endless Theater. Enora Louis sits quietly in the audience, watching a stiff, red mechanoid perform on stage. The pink-haired construct arrives silently and takes a seat beside her. you've come.
Yes, I looked for the doorway that leads here.
It's a shame you can't see the joke of this place. Breaking this crude prison will only be a matter of time.
That's true.
For you,
It's merely a matter of time.
you have no right to interfere with the play that must be premiered. The stern-faced red-haired construct finally turns her head and stares at the woman beside her.
Don't worry. Due to the cause and effect, I won't interfere with the story between you and them on purpose.
Then why did you come here? To tell me some riddles?
I just wanted to ask you, when you touched that human, what did you see? What did she see?
She saw a vast river flowing majestically. She saw the river of time. There was no dense, dim branches, no muddy paths dried up at the way. There was only a vast, surging river rushing towards a future she couldn't hear.
That doesn't mean Luna is the anchor point of everything. In the world you come from, does Luna exist? Luna. In her world, this name was only something fleeting that existed after the fall of Babylonia. In the branch where she exists, Babylonia was accidentally struck and largely destroyed, forcing survivors to evacuate back to the surface.
Oh, that's interesting. Well, that's a very interesting timeline.
But the surface wasn't safe either. The red tide surged violently while the punishing virus continued to evolve in its nest, shrinking humanity living space further. The victors took all the resources while the defeated were cast into the red tide. War, riot, and the endless gunfire made the colorless play constantly being performed across the land. People developed echo technology based on the white noise, trying to return to the past to modify the future. But each attempt failed until they heard echoes coming from within the Hetero Tower. The Hetero Tower had disappeared in the past. All of this must be caused by the Hetero Tower disappearance. Angered by the imminent destruction of the world, the victors who have amassed vast resources frantically worked on construct tech, trying to use the white noise to return to the past and bring back the Hetero Tower. That's why Leuya was born into this world. You mean all of this is wrong? It's not wrong. It's just you all deserve to be in a better world.
The two people in the audience fall silent at the same time, quietly watching the mechanoid's performance on stage, absurd yet real. Science Council. The review of the Mind Beacon is complete, and Rosa checks the results on their terminal.
Everything is normal. The mind beacon is also functioning properly. We won't need another check, Commandant.
Ugh, thank you so much. Just as you are about to leave after putting away the results, SMO hurriedly appears from the lab on the other side. Luna, good timing. Is everything okay? It's about the Copperfield Aquarium. Is this about the incident about the that Hassan mentioned before? You vaguely recall that the last time your war trauma was triggered was when you went back to the city of 006 to deliver your combat report. Hassan once said that he might need Grey Ribbon's help, even the operation at the Copperfield Aquarium. Yes. We received word yesterday that all 3 rescue teams sent to the Copperfield Aquarium had vanished without a trace. The mission order should be issued soon. They'll soon most likely deploy Grey Raven to the Copperfield Aquarium. Best get ready. Okay. As you respond, something races rapidly in your mind. It feels like your memories are being slashed into shards, and bizarre images are flashing across your mirror, across a mirror. Bianca! Bianca in a strange frame, a surging crimson red tide. What are these? Are they memories from the past? Or... Time flows ever forward, endless and swift. Blurred words, mired in absurd colors. Past, present, and future will eventually reunite and find their way back together. Ah, that was good. I fucking enjoyed that story. Ah, man, that shit fucking pulled my heart. That fucking tugged on my heartstrings so much. Ah, that was good. That was such a good story. Oh my god, that was so good. Oh my lord, dude. That was so good. I enjoyed that. Oh, that was so fucking beautiful, to be honest. That was beautiful. Man, what a fucking journey, bro. Oh my god, my heart. Ugh, I couldn't handle it anymore. Oh my goodness gracious me. Oh my god, man.
あなたの気にかける未来に
Ugh.
あなた自身もいてください。
Oh, is EXO still here by any chance? I don't know if EXO's still here. EXO, are you still here? I need to show you something. Man, what a fucking story, to be honest. That was a fucking story, I'm not gonna lie, man. Holy shit, dude. That was crazy, to be honest. That was wild. I don't think EXO's here anymore. No, EXO, come back. That's sad. Oh, let me see. Let me see if I can message her. Oh man, dude, this shit was wild. That was great. That was so great, to be honest. I love that. That was beautiful. That was fucking beautiful, bro. Shit, man. Fucking crying over here, man. We're still building her. Yeah, no worries. You take care, Bear Claw. You take care. Be safe, hon. Be safe. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. I am gonna get her skin too as well, so I'll be getting her skin as well. This one right here. Hey, Mai. Welcome. That was such a good story. I enjoyed that story. Oh my god, EXO, can I show you something real quick? I just need to show you something, like, really fast. Look at this. Just a quick animation, that's it. Oh my god!
今あなたもドキドキしていますか？こんな場面を何度も思い描いてきました。でもここに入って
You'll never see this in real life, EXO. You'll literally never see this in real life.
胸のときめきがもう抑えられないんです。きっと 私の前にいるのがあなただから。
Wait for it, wait for it, Exo,
一緒に
wait for it,
過ごして
wait
きた
for
日
it,
々の
wait
中
for it,
で
Exo, wait for it, wait for it.
うまく言葉にできないたくさんの感情が生まれました。信頼、同型、依存、どれも本当で熱い気持ちですが、こんな言葉ではあなたへの思いを言い切れません。もしもっと欲張っていいのなら、
Damn, dude. Oh my fucking god, dude! I fucking love this animation, dude. It's so fucking cute. Ugh, you'll never see this in real life. You'll literally never see this in real life. She literally gets down on one knee and asks you for your hand in marriage, and she
こ
puts
の
a
指
ring
輪
on
に託
you.
したいんです。
Oh
未来にどんな
my
ことが起きても
god! Ah!
時や命が尽きてしまっても、
She fucking gets down on
指揮官、
one knee
私は
and literally asks you for your
あな
hand
た
in
のおかげで
marriage.
生まれたルシアです。未来への道、ずっとあなたのおそ
It's
ば
a
にいます。
girl who literally gets on one knee to that guy. That shit's you'll never see that in real life, to be honest. You'll never see that. That shit is wild, dude. And there you go. That's it. That's what I wanted to show you, so. I did that. You did that in real life. You went down on one knee, huh? You went down on one knee and asked your boyfriend for marriage. You put the ring on his finger too, as well. You didn't even share it to me. Damn. You didn't even share that shit to me. Damn, that's crazy. That's cute though. That's really cute. I like it though. It's really adorable. You never see that. You really don't really see that in real life, to be honest. That's like pretty rare. That's pretty much it. That's what I want to show you though.